Welcome back to Ask Everybody. When last we left off, our crew had finished part of their journey. They had met the man who called himself the Grand Evolutionary, a Dreadlord, and faced him in glorious combat. Turns out that it was an Abe bot, remotely controlled through a hollow harness, which immediately upon getting decked to the ground exploded.
Exploded very big.
I
All
don't
right.
even
Bigly.
remember the fight. Oh my god.
You were very, very sick.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
pretty out of it.
you're pretty messed up.
Like, so there was a doctor fight. I'm like, was there a guy? I think I remember stabbing a turret. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or someone stabbed a turret. I might have been adjacent.
Oh, Dr. Abmal's nameplate isn't on?
No.
Oh. Okay. There we are.
Yeah.
It was set on the first page, but not the second.
You have an employee.
I
Yes. You also hired on an employee. She is there as the ship's psychologist. So basically, you're Troy, but without, being
So
half
who's
beta.
going to become her Riker is the question.
I don't know. The closest person with the hair color towards it is Fenris, but I don't really want her to grow the beard.
I mean,
Well, it depends what the
C
beard
has the hair color too. Just saying.
Yeah, no. I mean, neither of us could do the Riker sit. Me, because I'd hurt my penis, and you, because you're four-legged. I'm just too fucking big to do the Riker sit without, crushing a testicle.
It's a hard time. It's a really hard time.
But don't tash. Yeah, you're gonna be a fucking hit in New Texas. Me, I'm just gonna drink alcohol from all the titty girls.
Yeah, I'm gonna fit right in.
Bring Siegwulfe.
No,
So
she
we're
won't
gonna
fit
get
in
you-
at all.
We're gonna get you tit to tit with one of the alcoholic titty girls, and they can fill you up. And then I will drink for both of you.
And then Sig is really sad that she can't take the treatment and spends a bunch of money for a virtual program. So,
I mean, you don't have
After
to spend money. I can
facing
fix up
off
for you.
with Dreadlord Abraham Prison, who preferred the title Grand Evolutionary, you guys returned to Tavros Station, a little bit closer towards Siduri's goal of figuring out who genophaged her race, and for the rest of you, who's going about with a rather virulent genetic modifier. And you picked up a new quest. You had several available, but let's see. Let me open up. Didn't say well. Weird. All right, let me just pull it up on this.
How does the raw mutagen stuff actually work? What is it meant to accomplish?
You have no idea. The base form of it is it should be able to infect anyone with like most races and begin to alter. In its most basic form, it wouldn't do anything. It's just the catalyst is what you have.
It's a piggyback.
Yes.
I thought the base form made people explode when it got put in them.
I mean,
That
if
is
you put
what
too
you
much,
told. That is what you told us.
it's in if you were to inject someone with it, but it's rather inert otherwise. It's not airborne or anything like that.
You know what would happen if we just like combined that with a new Texan? We could just have, some kind of intergalactic moo virus.
Oh God, no. Oh
Our
God,
very
no.
own Calronavirus.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
No,
It was
not
created in a
because
lab called
they-
Mulan.
no, don't you see? Because they're stupid. It's a Muron virus. they become bimbos. So yeah, for the Muron virus, Murona
No,
virus.
it was produced in Muron.
An aerosolized infectious version of the treatment.
I mean, that sounds amazing. Let me just DM that idea to Fen real quick.
Let me just, while you sleep, put this barrel to the back of your head.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about having your guns taken away when we go through customs?
Yeah, that's gonna be a bad time for you, isn't it?
Unless you get treated.
I mean, you can always get traded.
I can stab you guys.
I mean,
Well, then
even
you're
if you
gonna have to put your guns away. You can't get into the planet with guns unless you're a citizen.
yeah, even if you get
But a
treated,
knife
you
isn't
don't.
a gun.
And even if you get treated, your guns still get taken away when you land on New Texas. Treated characters get them taken away because you're not citizen. You're just treated. You're not New Texan, but you're treated.
Yeah,
Well,
you gotta
no,
actually
not
be a
all treated
citizen.
people are citizens, but all citizens are treated.
Correct.
Yes. All
And
right.
like I said, I can just shank.
Mm-hmm.
So, there were several quests that missions you could have undertaken. I will. And there was We Walk in Light. The parents of a local religious leader are calling for aid. Their son is seen cavorted with strange fundamentalists and has vanished. Run silent, run deep. A freighter has gone missing in dead space between two systems, and the UGC isn't interested as they're known smugglers. Or the last one, which you chose, deliver 2,500 prize chickens to New Texas for the annual Wing Festival. Reward, a sum of credits, and 2 weeks paid vacation.
So of course, instead of going for the more, we went through the one with the joke.
How could we possibly not? Literally, all of us were like, "Yeah, we just dealt with like the Black Sun or whatever the fuck. Let's just go fucking eat some wings. I want to eat wings and drink."
And it's 2 weeks paid vacation, so
Yes, New
I'm
Texas
gonna do so much room service. Holy shit!
Yeah,
You
New
guys
Texas
might not see
will
me for
cover. New Texas will cover your room and board and stuff like that. Anything excess, you're gonna have to do yourself, but everything else is paid for. You're
I
gonna
do it
get
myself when I can do this.
you're gonna get little beedly boops that let you get food wherever you want it and drink whatever you want it, etc., etc.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Hey, Sieg, I need you to just be. You could be my roomie because I need you to be full of alcohol at all times.
This is agreeable.
Nice.
In fact, if we can disguise myself as an organic, very briefly so that I can get a card, I can give you mine so that you can have double the alcohol.
I feel like you get those cards anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm not organic. Why would they give me a card for free food and drink?
I imagine they'd still do it because that's what you use to get, like, reservations and stuff. Really, it just means we can get away with twice the room service orders, which is also great.
That's pretty great. That's really great.
Siggy
I promise we will.
bounces.
Yeah.
In bid for Sieg and Gianna get on like fire and
Oh yeah, I need to go find Gianna immediately.
Mm-hmm. And don't you worry, for use of your card, I promise great payments and many dicking downs.
That is a good payment option.
I'm gonna have to get one of those tins of refresh your cummies Altoids that what's her face uses bodysuit grabbing.
Yeah, Terentia.
Yeah, I gotta get a tin of that shit. Just be like, all right, I'm spent. All
Not
right, I'm
anymore, you're not.
good.
I mean, that sounds like a great thing. Why don't we have
I
these already?
I gotta imagine that like just it's like in every off license is you've got your crates of alcohol, your crates of lube, and your crates of refill them cummies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm down for that.
all right. And so you will have to make full burn to the agri world known as Rahona to pick up all damn chickens. This is an emergency.
These people need cock.
Yeah, exactly. So, ooh, little screen out there.
You got nano butts. Part of the whore economy. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Sieg has the goose living in her, like that one character that never came to fruition.
Don't know who you mean.
Sieg cheat.
See, great.
See,
I mean,
is very
clearly.
nice.
You know what I randomly realized? Did a squiggle ever get put in tits? I feel like permission was given to put that in, and I'm surprised that no one did that in the end.
Yes.
Oh, it did actually get in.
No. It didn't get permission to get in, but what's his name now is Mazpaz.
Right.
So yeah, Mazpaz did give permission for his squigs to get in the game, but they never did. I was actually surprised that I think it was Guard got permission for the Powsy, whatever, in cases aliens to be in the game.
Yeah. Wait, would they even? I don't remember. I don't remember how that arrangement came to being in the first place.
Who knows? It was Guard's thing. That's how we got Gwyn.
Yeah. She's squish. That's a fuzzy mouth.
She's a good squish.
Little heart horns. Alright. So what's this place we're picking the chickens up from, like, prop?
This is an agri world. It's a rather old colony. It was a mostly barren world before being terraformed. So there was a lot less of the mass cutting down trees and stuff like that you find on places like Menga with Snugley or whatever, however you want to say their name. This place is well known for having huge ranges where they keep animals, and part of the explanation you get from the new text and data packet, the reason why they chose Rohani's chickens over all else is because all of these chickens are free range and crossbred with various other chickens to create the perfect fat, happy, and plump chicken. Happy meat is tasty meat.
That's right.
And plump meat is superior.
How big are these chickens?
These chickens are each the size of small dogs.
Fuck me, and these are big chickens. No wonder they take up so much
These are
room in the
tiny
cargo
chicken.
hold.
No, they don't take up any room. A small dog is like. A
No,
chihuahua.
not like a chihuahua. But that's a
Not
tiny
a
dog.
toy, not a toy dog.
Those are large rats.
Yeah, but that is a very small dog.
Not a purse dog though.
Not a toy dog.
Okay, so let's just say they're each about the size of a golden retriever. There we go.
So, how much to buy one of these? Just for myself.
One of the chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. I knew. I found it. This is what I was looking for. It's this. They're these.
Yes, exactly.
Absolute units.
Oh, that's a broiler. No, that's not a broiler. That's Oh, what's the name of
Holy fuck! What the hell?
What, did we
Yep.
crossbreed chickens with dinosaurs again?
that? No. That's a specific type. I think it's like English and something. Because we used to have these when we were back on the farm. Along 7-8 kilos per chicken. Was fully grown, which is about now 15, 17, 18 pounds chickens.
Look at that absolute unit.
Big chunk chicken.
He ain't even chonk, he just big.
That's a
He's
fucking
a-
grade A unit.
He's a fucking kaiju of a chicken.
Like, that guy makes you believe that chickens are related to the fucking dinosaurs. Holy shit. Huge.
Right?
Look at the little one next to him, too. It's like not even half his size.
It's a Velociraptor, please. Thank you.
Sorry, I was looking at something else.
Brahma chicken. Alright. How does one purchase chickens?
I mean,
Hello, I would
it's a-
like to purchase one fucking unit.
Holy shit, they're only like $3.
What a
What,
chicken!
like, actual, like chickens to keep?
Yeah.
No, actually getting chickens is cheap as goddamn fuck because it's not a big deal. Those things happen all the time. It's taking care of chickens that is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, my
because
sister
they,
kept
they
chickens.
they shit paint stripper and eat all day and break things.
My sister keeps chickens
I hate
and
'em.
ducks.
Chickens are mean cunts.
Well, I mean, they
It
can
makes me
be.
happy to consume them.
That's how I feel about crab.
Yeah, don't ever feel sad about eating chickens. They're
Oh no, I don't
cannibals.
feel sad about eating any animal. Even cows, and I fucking love cows.
I do adore cows, but it's true. I also enjoy meat. Borgar.
Look, I love some animals, but that's not gonna stop me from eating their tasty meat.
Mm-hmm. You know, chickens are dickheads.
Yeah.
I fear that chicken because it's actually powerful enough to use its hatred.
The small should fear the wide.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like that chicken does fill me with a sense of awe and fear because I know that all chickens are fueled by hatred. It's just that usually that fuel is going to a very tiny, shitty engine. The only
Look at
thing
this-
it can do to express
Look at
its
this
hatred
fucker.
is
He's gonna
hit
eat your
things
goddamn
like that.
cat.
Yeah,
Sidebar:
Holy
I was looking at like all this and how much it would be to buy a chicken, right? And somehow I got back to that fucking thread that infuriates me every time, where people from England scream about Americans eating biscuits and gravy because they don't understand that biscuits aren't cookies over here and gravy doesn't look like that. They're like, "Why would you eat gravy with biscuits? Oh my god, that's disgusting!" It's like that's because we call it something else, dude.
Maybe we
Shut up.
should put dire chickens. in the
Moving
meat.
on.
yeah.
Just use
Why
those
would
as
you eat
tokens.
scones with meat sauce, you weirdo?
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So, you gonna go and buy? Are you gonna buy a chicken?
Can we please not actually buy chickens?
Our ship is not a barn.
yeah, let's not.
If you're gonna get a pet, then get one that's easy to train, or in fact trainable at all, and not a massive dickhead.
I
Yeah.
mean, they brought back dire wolves. You could buy a dire wolf.
Why would I want a dire wolf when I have Zam? Zam's the best wolf I can get.
Siggy's ears flatten and her tail drops.
Other than Siggy.
Aw.
Siggy is the absolute best one ever.
I mean, she's not a wolf, she's a sweet puppy.
Yeah, exactly. She's the best puppy.
Sorry, I got a nosebleed from irony.
Yeah, you had a Pokemon over there. It's like,
What's this blood?
Oh god.
So yeah, how much is
All
a
right.
chicken?
Okay.
Damn it.
Goddamn.
Well, if you buy if you buy a chick, 5 credits. Chickens aren't expensive. These are like maximum luxury chickens, but there's also a world full of them. They probably won't sell you like any breeding pairs.
World full of them. There's just a chicken planet.
It's an
That's where all of the
agri-planet.
where all of the galaxy's chickens come from.
I mean, where you're landed, so you land on a quote unquote a spaceport, which is basically just a large flat concrete slab with some stuff to hook up to it, and a concrete path leading out to various big barns. And the free range you're looking at right now, they're like, oh yeah, there's a free range chicken. And then you're like, how big is it? And they're like, and then they state, the size of California, basically, is just one ranch for chicken.
Mhm. I'm now imagining one of those water planets where the labs are built on the platforms above water, and then everything is underneath the water. They did it in one of the fucking Star Wars, I don't know, the clone labs.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
that-
Camino.
Yeah. It's just an ocean of chicken.
Yeah. And then,
You just lean down and pluck
The
one out.
city
It's
is above the
writhing-
chickens.
Yeah, this writhing sea of chickens.
and then, like, over in the next laser gated area, there's fucking, like, Texas Longhorns, and in another area, there's, so on and so forth, cornfields.
Are you sure
So
we're not
it's
just
like-
on New Texas already?
I mean, New
I
Texas.
think it's going to be fairly similar.
That it is fairly similar, but New Texans specifically want this specific breed that has been raised on this specific type of native meal that they swear makes them taste more delicious.
Well, sure. These are the Wagyus to your normal clucks.
Exactly. You're picking up 2,500 Wagyu chicken.
Nice.
I would fucking like to eat the Wagyu equivalent of chicken, that's for sure.
And then you're going to go to a wing festival. It's going to be
I
cool.
have. It's in Japan though.
I'm going there, assuming the coronavirus doesn't close the fucking airport.
No, they are closing from anyone who has been from China or specifically Wuhan. They are accepting all other visitors for one reason: because all of their tourism is dropping dramatically, and they need the money because 40% of their tourism comes from China.
I mean, you gotta have the celebration of Setsuban or whatever.
So they're encouraging other foreign tourists who aren't infested with the virus.
I guess then my only hope is, passport. Because
Mhm.
fuck government hate the fact that I'm a chick now.
Fucking government.
Fuck
Government.
government.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
Just
Alright,
delete it.
Wow,
Have
guys,
war.
have you noticed the adjacent planet looks like a Crispix cereal? It's just wheat on one half and rice on the other. You can actually see it in the sun.
Wow.
Hmm.
That
If
is.
this thing had a closer orbit, that place would explode into popcorn. You'd have a pop planet.
Alright, let me start copying tokens over.
Now you're just
So-
making me hungry.
Dude, I'm hungry as fuck. I haven't eaten more than like some pasta that I had for breakfast.
I have eaten a matcha iced tea.
Alright, while we're moving
Oh.
chickens, I'm going to quickly put some food on.
Okay.
You do that.
I still got to copy over the tokens for everybody to this next page as something happens on your way back to the spaceport. Oh, Siduri, you're not here. You're in Gate Baby Jail. I might as well grab the robot for good measure. Beep, boop, bop. Put it right. Put it
Holy
right next
fuck,
to
I
the-
just looked up the eggs for these Brahma chickens. They're the size of their goddamn torso. They're like ostrich eggs.
Holy.
Nice. That's a big omelet you can get.
Omelette du fromage. Who am I missing? Am I missing the captain? Captain, where'd you go? No, you're right there.
Someone sent 9 of them to Queen Victoria as a gift.
Here, have some chicken.
Look at the units we have discovered.
Yeah. Brahma chickens.
Oh, it's an American breed of chicken. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why they're fucking huge. They eat their Wheaties.
We pump them full of the growth hormones.
No, these are natural. We
Yeah.
made these
Yeah.
by hand.
That's
Oh.
just selective breeding at work.
Now, did we do
Yeah.
it in Texas? Because that would make sense.
Probably.
No, it's very much it.
Imported from Shanghai, so it probably came in through the Gate of the Orient, so it's probably mostly in California, I would guess. Most of back then, most traffic from Shanghai went through. Oh, it could have been through Seattle either too. That would make sense. Right. We'll wait for Scout to come back, and then we'll move you over to the other page as you guys are basically walking in front of your giant hover
These are the
crates.
These are the second largest kind of chicken.
What is the largest type of chicken?
It's called a Jersey Giant.
Jersey
Doesn't
giant.
look any
chicken.
bigger. Holy fuck! No, never mind.
Jersey
I'm back, I have cereal.
giant chicken.
We found
It's
a
the
bigger.
size of a torso.
We found a bigger
How big is
chicken
this?
than the last chicken.
Where is he? Where's a good reference?
Oh,
point?
that's a big one.
Holy shit, that's a big one.
He is plump.
All I can say is one of them would at least beat me.
Jesus Christ.
Hedrah goes through 1.5 a day.
That is insanity. Like, that's actually like a dinosaur. It's a miniature dinosaur.
God damn, I'm surprised that dude is still holding it that close. I'd be afraid of it pecking out my damn eyeball.
Yeah. You can only imagine how big those claws are at the bottom, too.
Yeesh.
Couple of inch to a couple of depends how if you
Terrible.
don't wear them down.
Tear a motherfucker up with them.
Yeah, they look so angry too.
Wouldn't you be
Well,
that
yeah,
angry?
they're chicken.
Yeah, they're chickens. What do you expect?
I mean, even compared to chickens, these guys look like they're just perpetually pissed off.
That's chickens for you.
All right. Well, now
Yeah,
that
let's get to New
everyone's
Texas
back-
so we can enjoy vacation.
Well, get to
Okay.
the thing that I am. I should probably beg God for forgiveness for, but I'm gonna do it in. So, on your guys' way back to your ship, you notice another ship has landed next to yours. This one is a sleek luxury yacht. Someone obviously has a lot of. And
oh, fuck, it's Space PETA.
and on the side, you see SETA. And for those of you who know what they're about, your blood runs a little cold as you are introduced to a mob of sentients for the ethical treatment of animals.
Oh,
Fucking
Oh god, they're all
fucking-
Karens.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
oh, okay.
Is this where we're
I'm
picking
whipping
up?
Exterminatus.
There's one legalize it, man.
I'm
Is this
whipping
where-
out the fucking chain gun.
Is this where we're picking up the chicken?
Yeah, they
Alright, so it's
followed you and landed behind you. No, you
So
have
it's
the
an
chickens
armed
right behind.
escort
I am
duty
ready to
then.
kill. I've never rolled a crit initiative in this game until this very moment. You die, Karen!
Do
Oh,
you
man.
open fire?
They probably have double problems with me considering my outfits. Knowing Karens.
Shit.
Anyway.
What's called Jamina is in full fucking battle gear with. God damn it, why is it's more.
Yeah, which one looks like the most speak to your manager, Karen?
They all do.
Yeah,
Look
like
at
when you're
them.
dealing with Karens, it's sort of like prison rules. You find the most Karen of all of them, and then you take her down before the manager gets involved.
Assert dominance.
Yeah. You need to make sure that the ultimate Karen dies in battle.
Hey, Adjatha.
You're back
Ultimate
just in
Karen.
time. We need to stop these people from coming to see our goddamn manager.
So, you guys, to catch you up, Adj, you guys have landed on the agriculture world of Rohana and have picked up a bunch of chickens the size of dogs. And
Chickens the size of dogs. What kind of dogs?
Oh,
See? I fucking told ya!
Golden Retriever.
Okay.
big chicken. And then, on your way back to your ship, escorting the hovercraft, you notice another ship has landed next to your own, and this is a sleek, expensive yacht with in big lettering, the letters SETA, which stands for Sapiens for the Ethical Treatment of Animals.
Well, aren't we a bunch of rich fags on our big fancy yacht?
Oh, it's Karen's. Oh no.
It's a sea of Karens.
If Karen's all the way
Karens.
down and I've rolled max initiative, I'm ready to fire on a Karen the moment they give us any shit.
And
Prepare the-
also a legalize it man who I assume saw a big group and just wandered in to feel like he belonged or is confused.
Well,
maybe
you can't hear what he's shouting right now. Everyone else is shouting meat is.
This guy just wants to fuck the chickens, let's be honest.
I can imagine what he must be shouting.
Oh my god, there's a turn order.
Well,
Wait,
everyone
wait,
started
wait.
rolling. Everyone started rolling, so I guess it'll just exist there off to the side.
After we defeat
Yeah.
the lesser Karens, do we have to defeat the boss Karen?
I don't know. They're all hovering. They're all
Karen pride.
They're all holding like digi signs that say "meat is murder" and various other propaganda.
Sam,
I'll
What
shoot
are
a
they-
sign.
prepare the howitzer. The big
Or-
one.
I'll use an energy gun instead of a solid rifle round, and I'll shoot an energy sign.
Oh, okay.
Get the fuck out of here, Karen.
They stop for like a second before she pulls out a brand new.
They came
What?
prepared.
Brand new
A
sign.
brand new sign.
I
All
knew
right.
I should have picked up some EMP grenade.
So, we gonna do this the easy way and you're gonna let us through, or are we gonna do this the hard way?
They
Zam.
literally can't hear you because they're all chanting.
All right, Zam, fire around to the air. Get their attention.
They keep chanting. It's Sita. They're not sane.
Do we have
Alright.
pepper
What?
grenades?
Are the... Oh, hey. Oh, hey. So I guess those flashbangs aren't such a stupid idea anyway.
Excellent.
Kina, go right ahead, Captain.
Go wild.
Pass them out. We just drop them on them and just keep on walking.
Okay, yeah, let's see. How wide are they? It's like 3.
It's like a 3-meter radius.
So it's 3. 1, 2, 3.
You can get 3 or 4 of them.
I'm gonna clear the line in front of us.
You can get here, get 4, and here you can get
4.
5.
Yes, looks like
Oh, this isn't fucking meat still. I changed it over, but the thing is, for some reason, it does not recognize my commands. Here we go.
I'm just doing 3 squares. Yeah, see? 2, 3, 3. You get 5 here. You can get 4 here. Oh, wait. There.
No,
That.
yeah, you can get 4 at the back. I'd say go for the back. We don't want to spook all of our chickens.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
You know what? That's a good point. I will throw the flashbang. I'll flow the stun grenade over yonder.
Okay. Let me look at what the thing is for the.
Save versus blind.
Yeah, but I need to know what stat it is.
Con.
Our gunshot is a gunshot wound. What level of crime is that on this?
I mean, you probably shouldn't be shooting people on a UDC world, especially, quote unquote peaceful protest.
You
What
could
you're
have just
doing
stopped
right-
it and you probably shouldn't be shooting at people. But,
Very well.
Look, These are Karens. They don't count as people.
I mean, I don't know if you can get that through a court of law, but
Okay.
I mean, I'm not shooting them. It's the flashbang. It's a flash grenade. It's a non-lethal riot control device.
Okay.
There's a almost a there's like yeah.
Is that Dex or Con saving for a flash grenade?
I don't know. Look it up in the rulebook.
I believe it's Dex.
I looked it up in the rule book. There is nothing for it. It says save
I
versus
almost
blindness.
guarantee there is.
Flash grenade. Save versus blindness for okay, so it is Dex for this.
See?
I was wondering if it was different between like a hand grenade or a flash grenade, because it is different. Okay.
Oh, I do have a shock baton actually. Yeah.
All right. So how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 saves.
No,
It's not
just 4 people.
It's like 4 people.
You're hitting the people in the back. I thought you were hitting people over here too.
No, just
Well-
we don't want to spook our chickens.
Oh, okay.
Then
So
the chickens are back this way, so
what you're saying is 3 saves.
4.
4 saves.
Oh, don't
Legalize
worry
a
about
man
it.
is
There's
also
only
in-
3 saves.
Okay.
Legalize a man
Okay.
is already blind and deaf.
They have all failed.
Then, then, and then this guy. All right, so you throw the flash grenade. The Karens are all blinded, and I believe these are like flash bangs, right? So they're
Yeah.
definitely
Very loud, very bright. They're essentially just stunned. They're not having a good time, and their hearing won't come back for a little while.
all right. And legalize it man will stumble back about 5 feet, and then rattling his what. Now that you look at him closely, you can see that his sign is made out of cardboard with marker. And he just gives a thumbs up and just starts jerking his sign up and down again.
what does his sign say?
His sign says legalize root.
You know, I'm gonna take a different approach here. I'm just gonna go over here, grab this closest Karen. Who is your leader? Let's get this over with.
Yeah, they're still screaming at you.
Just keep
Scream back.
walking.
I
and
want to speak to your manager. You gotta take them in the only fucking language they understand.
It's true.
Yeah, we just get our chickens and keep moving, and if any one of them comes near, I'll blast them to fucking Kingdom Come.
I don't think you can get away with that court in law, but okay.
Well, no. If they try and take them, then they're stealing our property.
That's very true.
No,
God damn,
they're
we're gonna
stealing
stand up. We're gonna stand our
custom.
fucking ground.
Says the person who shot one of their property.
I
Their
didn't take it. I don't
sign-
want it.
Yeah, she didn't steal. But this isn't our property. This is
New
corporate
Texas
property.
Yes, that's right. This belongs to a planetary government. We are just the delivery people.
Yeah,
No,
this
actually,
is
I do
government
have
property.
100% faith in their lawyers for stand your ground. I'd like to see his Karens give it a fucking go.
Yeah, no, I believe in New Texas lawyers.
I mean,
Keep
They-
moving.
they
Keep
don't.
the
they don't
chickens in the middle. Keep moving.
Do they try and stop us from leaving with the chicken?
No, these are quote unquote peaceful protesters. Just annoying.
That is very annoying.
It's okay. We only
Yeah, just-
flashbanged them and shot at them once. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
fine. There's gonna be no repercussions for that.
None.
Okay.
And as you pass by, you just hear legalize it. Yeah, legalize root, man. Stop the oppression. And he kind of sways where he stands and then like reaches into a breast pocket and pulls out a chicken nugget and starts eating it.
I'd like to take out my
Nice.
data
What
pad
a-
and just scan him and find out what he's smoking and or doing.
Yeah, he's on route, man.
Okay. You can you can certainly scan him. Though you would be able to very quickly figure out what he's on. He's on it's a type of
on what?
hallucinogen root.
Oh, rude, yeah.
It's a type of hallucinogenic, mild hallucinogenic and euphoric drug that has been banned because the xenogen has found it has mild mutagenic property.
Oh,
Right
okay.
on, brother. Fight the power.
Yeah!
I'll give him a fist bump.
Hell yeah!
Just keep walking. Fucking animals. A lot of you.
All right. And you're able to return to your ship. As you take off and fly off to back towards the what's it called, the world.
We
You are
keep our shit.
You are notified that you have you're having warrants out for your arrest for minor destruction of property and causing a disturbance.
We didn't cause
So-
any kind of disturbance. We weren't protesting.
You shot a sign and then you flashbang protesters. So you have 2 counts of misdemeanor violations.
Bitches, how much?
Yeah, we'll
Fuck
just
the
pay it off.
UGC!
I mean, let's just pay it off so we don't have the UGC on our asses about this for like ever.
Fine.
How much is it?
Worth it. Probably worth it.
Misdemeanor fine.
It's probably like 100 credits, if that.
It's the anti-Karen fine. Yeah, how much am I being charged here? I definitely did take the first shot.
Oh, within about 10 minutes of the notice being put out and the video of you guys shooting at the Karens, the charge has already been paid by a third party.
Nice.
Rad. All right.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna send that third party an amendment that just says legalize root, man.
And you receive a small terse, hell yeah, brother.
Perfect.
I like how he paid it even though he flashbanged him.
He didn't even
He did
notice.
not notice. He was already beyond the poisoned condition.
Yeah, there was no way that anything less than something that would actually damage him would get him to notice. And even
He didn't even make a save.
he didn't have to. He was too high. He was en route, man.
He
He's
literally
seen-
already is disabled.
He's seen and done crazier shit than just a big flashy noise and a firecracker, man.
Dude,
And
it's
I've
the
actually known
20th of July, man.
I've actually known old hippies like this too. You can't pepper spray them no more. I'm gonna close my door, my window. Fuck, they let their fucking kids.
Anyway, well, that was
Those
well.
things should not be free range.
That went well. We should get to New Texas now so we can actually relax and enjoy lots of chicken wings.
Yeah, hopefully we don't
have
have any-
flashbacks.
I open my fucking. I go to close my fucking window, and I just see like this built dad like had kids like slung over his left shoulder, and the kids just screaming their head off. And the dad's just walking along.
He doesn't give a fuck until you realize that wasn't a dad. Oops.
Oops.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
it was obviously like a family walking. So
They call me Uncle Dad.
He wasn't in
Gross.
like a Catholic priest uniform, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
You mean a
Everything's-
Catholic priest raiment? Not uniform?
Raiment, uniform, whatever. I'm not gonna get into semantics
He was
about it.
dressed as a semantics of the semantics.
It's the Jesus uniform.
Yeah.
You got the
He
badge.
was
there
in
you
one of
go.
those He was in one of those man habit. You know, the man nuns.
The
With funny collar.
Manuns.
You know what, with the collar and stuff.
No, nuns in this setting all just go on a giant flying space temple and just have sex with everybody.
What do you mean nuns in this setting? The only thing nuns there are like people that are dressed like it just for the fetish.
Say
No,
the
there's
nuns,
an
aka the
actual
cosplay.
like
Yeah.
deist church still around.
Yeah, the Church
When
of the
was
One
the
God.
game supposed to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having fun.
It's 2:20. We started at 1.
Yeah, we picked up the chickens. So let's go to New
We
Texas.
fought the dangerous Karens.
Yeah.
We weren't tailed, right? They didn't follow us.
I mean, I'm fairly certain they know where you're going.
Not if I blind.
Oh, I'd like to see them try and break up the festival. Oh, that would.
Let
There's
them
gonna be
try
a
and
lot of
stop me.
standing your ground.
They can try as much as they want. I'm gonna sit naked by the pool, and then they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
It's some weird fetish. Naked woman sunbathes while being screamed at. Just scream
They're
at.
not. Well, you can look it up if you want, and then find that any active member of CETA is permanently banned from New Texas.
Cat. So, New Texas.
Yes, you're on New Texas now. You land, you offload everything, and you are greeted by Ellie, of course, at the front desk, and she directs you towards one of the main and possibly one of the biggest ranch houses you've.
Fucking yeehaw.
Nice.
Did
What a
Stray
nice
just cut out for anyone else mid-sentence?
What? Oh,
She sometimes does.
Yeah, because, push to talk. You gotta leave it open a second.
Yeah, just a little bit.
well, you get directed towards one of the biggest ranch houses you've ever seen.
It's a big
Fine.
place.
This planet is very pastoral.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it.
Nice.
Great, Pod Savin.
So,
It's a very nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Stray.
check in. You can check in with Ellie, and then you are directed towards the office of the planetary governor, Big T.
All right, I guess we go meet
Throwing
him.
weapons and shit
Go on
back
inside.
Instead of wearing my vac suit for once, I will be dressed in that classic attire, the blue jeans, white top look.
Nice.
Can
I'm
I
just-
try and convince border security that my hammer is just an engineering implement? I need it for work.
What kind
It's
of?
not a gun.
I don't think so. It's a rocket hammer. Ain't it?
No, it's just an electric hammer.
You know, for big electric nails.
Yeah.
I like
Sometimes
nails.
you really need to weld the nails in at the same time as you pound them in.
No.
Oh. Okay.
So we we go to the office of Big T, the planetary.
Yes. And he is currently involved in a rather lively talk with an android who stands, I think Gianna's about, 6 foot.
Yes, he's 6-ish.
Yeah. Silvery all over, blue eyes, elfin ears. Rather pleasant features, but of course, Siegwulfe immediately recognized that this was very clearly a high-class pleasure and artificial intelligence. before turning to you all. Well, howdy, folk. I see you have you're the crew that brought the chickens for our little festival here, yes?
That
That's
is
right.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thank you kindly. Our last guy dropped out last moment, and well, you guys seem to be the stand-up sort, so I'm happy to give you credits and accommodation. Ah, where are my manners? I'm Big T. This is my daughter, Gianna.
What's up?
Nice
Pleasure
to meet you.
both.
A pleasure.
I'm
So-
Captain Philia of the Argon.
Well, damn pleasure to meet you, Captain. Your crew all looks fine as well. So, we have accommodations for all of you. We figured that a crew like yourselves would probably like to stay together, so there's a rather large ranch house with plenty of rooms, plus extra for you and whoever you have along with you, about 15 rooms or so.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Very
sounds pretty good.
hospitable of you.
Now, I hope you don't think I'm being rude, but I have to go and inspect the chickens and then get ready for the beginning of the festival, which starts, how long, Gianna? About 13 hours. That's incredibly too soon. I hope to see you all at the festivities on the morrow.
Oh,
You
we
could not keep me away.
Look, I will not be denied one of those wings from those chickens. Do you see how plump they are?
One, I'm gonna eat until I puke.
They were
Yeah.
very large chickens.
So plump
Look at all them chickens.
and delicious and plump.
Siggy will look at her tiny little chicken and say, "You will be plump someday."
I forgot you bought a chicken.
You will become plump, brother.
All right. So, Big T will walk on past you and with the up nod of approval before meandering on over to where your ship is currently unloading all of them chickens. Gianna will motion for you to follow her and show you to your accommodations. It's not that far from the current ranch house, maybe a couple miles or so. And it appears to be all done up in, Western Texan style, horns, all sorts of stuff. There's probably like a trophy room, a room that Jamina would probably enjoy that is dedicated to, they're all sealed away, of course, but antique weaponry from Earth. Why, they even have weapons from like the 2300s, 3,000 years ago.
You know those kids when they're like glued up against the window looking at animals or something that's like, Jamina disappears from you and it's just smack up against that. It's like, yeah.
I imagine we hear like a clink from your horns pressing against the glass.
The nipples, punk.
And downstairs, the other treated Leithan on the property just gets incredibly wet, and she doesn't know why.
She just gets the vapors.
Mhm.
Oh.
But yes, there are weapons even ranging back towards the humanities world wars. Very antique, very old.
Yeah, you mean World War V?
Yeah, there's just a super old antique M1911.
Yep. Yeah, it's probably one of those. There's probably a mod deuce hanging around somewhere.
Actually
that
worth like 20 million credits.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. These
don't
are luxury.
Don't forget, there's a still working Browning M2 in there.
And there's also, like, a nugget that he still
Oh yeah,
uses to
I mean
hunt.
obviously.
There's also
The first-
a drum of the first oil they ever fucking dug up as well.
It's the meme name for a Mosin Nagant. Kinathis.
Oh, a nugget. Okay.
Yeah, the nugget.
That thing has been fired so many times that it actually re-rifled itself, but in the other direction.
Yeah, it went smooth, and then it rifled itself back again.
It rifled itself back into shape. No one's ever fired a gun for that long.
Well, yeah, your accommodations are fairly luxurious. The thread counts are in the thousands, etc.
This is her trying to talk while she has her face pressed against the glass.
Just smeared up.
I heard if you still fire it, you'll
Yes.
still get that legendary ping.
I mean, there's definitely a grand
Yeah.
there, but that's not a Modus. Oh. Hello, Miss.
I am
I'm sorry, I
Siegwulfe.
didn't.
Hello.
You never received a name other than your model.
It is my name.
Very well. What could I do for you?
It is more like what I can do for you. I have heard that treated individuals do not pay much attention to synthetics such as us. Since my crew will be here for some time, perhaps we could become friends.
Oh ho ho! I think I understand the implication. Sure, I don't see the harm. Your crewmates all seem rather lovely.
Siggy's little data cord starts popping out.
God, Leered.
Oh my, so forward.
Oh, I'm sorry. It simply came out.
No, if only I was the type of girl to be bothered by that. She pops out her data cord.
Dude.
Oh God, hers is glistening. It's covered in mineral oil.
It's like a porno.
So yeah,
And
Start
then
hearing
the cord is
you know the if you have a vacuum cleaner and you press the button that makes the snap back retract. You hear that noise, that very succinct wheel snap. You know, jazz music starts to play.
Yeah, I'm just imagining two like fucking RG45 cable, like Cat 5 cable connectors
Yes.
slowly inching toward each other, and when they punch, it just becomes pixelated.
so you guys will plug in USB ports, and she'll circle around behind you, and you hear a ka-chunk.
Oh my. Galatians, you might want to get out.
It's about to
They-
get real dangerous.
They wiggle excitedly in you.
Oh
They're
my.
gonna have to hold on like their kids trying not to fall the rest of the way down a water slide.
They're about to get shook up like they're in a goddamn soda bottle.
And
Do they blend?
We're about to find out. 4 Galatians went in and 1 came out.
so, since you did this in, like, when you talked to her in the foyer, and this is New Texas, the entrance to your guys' roadhouse, your townhouse, will now be, filled with the sounds of Android life.
This is fine.
Which, and the sounds most likely reverberate throughout the entire house, as Gianna is very skilled and experienced.
What is this strange feedback I'm getting on my communicator?
Yeah. It starts
What?
blue screening our devices by being on the same network as her.
In
Oh,
you're all on this.
They
You're all on the.
bricked me.
You're all on the same network as Sieg, and halfway through her 10th orgasm, she just links up her vision to your guys's, all your guys's data pads, and you just see like the floor focusing in and focusing out and focusing in and focusing.
Then on the
Huh.
20th, all your devices just brick.
I'm glad I built in safety devices against it.
You guys have to turn off your Wi-Fi.
Shit, I'm putting everything in read-only mode. I'm on holiday after all. I know full well.
Yeah.
It's holiday time.
So your
Yeah.
accommodations are incredibly lovely. The all of the beds are well made. There's even ones for your Taric companion, specifically
Nice.
designed, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how do you want to spend your first evening on New Texas? Just kind of throwing yourselves in bed and like taking a nap and watching Steffi?
Yeah, I hear there's a great Who's Line marathon. My favorite
Right?
is
Oh my God.
Colin.
Space Colin Mockery and Space Ryan Styles. Yes, give it to me.
I'm betting they have a hot tub here, so I'm gonna get a nice drink and then get naked in the hot tub.
Well,
Where
hopefully
are
you took a
they?
shower first for the for courtesy of others.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't just have a hot tub. They have a room that is basically a hot tub.
Perfect. We'll just get in there and they
Jamina.
probably have like a screen or whatever and we'll just pop on something funny and just lounge in there for a while.
One of the walls is
Where's the chicken wings? Do they start tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Tonight is slaughtering and brining the chicken.
Okay. Then Jamina will go into the vehicle bay and use the high pressure high pressurized vehicle cleaner tools to clean herself.
To get all the dust and grime out of your armor.
No, to get rid of
Yes.
the moistness from seeing that
It
armory.
needs a rinse.
Yes, that too. So she's gonna be using regular clothes afterwards. So
Fair enough, fair enough. You want to clean off all your armor and make sure it's ship shape before you stow it for a couple weeks. I get it.
yeah, and then she'll use the pressure washer to get under the fucking plates. Sometimes it's hard to get, especially
Makes
with
sense.
water.
And there is a colony of treated Leithans on New Texas, so you don't even need to go to like a car wash. There's just a place to wash off Leithans.
Nice. I'm gonna
As a-
go.
Right,
You on a
right.
trip down to the. I'm gonna use one of them Leithan.
Yeah, I'll go there then, but I'll be fry squinting at all the treated Leithans.
I mean, you say all of them. This is the main city. There's only one.
All the two of them.
Yeah. There's
only
Ellie.
one.
Yeah, there's Ellie.
Okay.
Don't forget her like
there's an
500
entire
kids that somebody
Yeah.
inevitably paid for.
Yeah, but that's probably happening with Steel right now. But no one on New Texas is entirely monogamous. And on top of that, like the Leithan colony on New Texas is like a little, in game, like a little town 30 miles away from the main. So, and then there's that girl who got herself what's it called? TF'd to look like a Leithan, but Jamina is very quickly able to tell that she's not originally a Leithan. Just a human PF'd to be as such.
Goddamn lethal
You
booze.
don't smell right. You don't sound right.
Exactly. None of the affectations or flares that a normal Leithan would have. Very clearly artificial.
Well,
But-
if it makes them happy, sure.
But you're probably not going to see much of her. She spends almost 100% of her time getting her fucking cock milked. So you will see Ellie, and she'll try to engage you in polite conversation. She'll just meander on home after that.
Sure. Just nice to talk to somebody else like that then.
Huge tits, rather airheaded, but a nice lady altogether.
I just had two benefits. What do you mean bust? A nice lady.
Well,
Huge
it seems
tits, airheaded, a nice lady.
Yeah, well, Jamina doesn't really like treated Leithans that much. So, from her perspective, Ellie's not too over the board and doesn't try to immediately start groping Jamina. They have a nice, pleasant conversation, and then she trots on home.
So how open are people here about
You-
fucking and
I mean,
is it like is there a problem with being in public?
on your okay, on your way, there was an entire stockade full of naked people being fucked, and on your way to your room, there was a cowgirl with her tits out and just plastered in cum.
So they don't care.
Not
really
one bit.
Yeah, no, Kina. I walked basically naked throughout New Texas coming in.
Nice.
She's wearing the Armstrong suit, which has the crotch, the butt, and the chest cut out.
I feel weird that I've come to the Holiday Planet dressed in my least sexy attire. Like I get out the bodysuit and I change into like jeans and a tank top.
So it seems like Lyra, Philia are going and taking a hot tub. Fenris, is that what
Yeah, you want to come along with us?
I was gonna go to the bar.
there
Probably
is?
like just roll out.
There's
of
more
the
than
bar
one.
tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it is evening time. Evening time is bar time.
As long as we can get drinks to the hot tub, sure.
Oh, this is basically a resort. So,
I mean,
yeah.
you guys have a fully functional wet bar. You can just grab the drinks yourself and take them to the hot.
Yeah.
You've basically been giving like a luxury country home, like a ranch house, to just do whatever you want with.
Rock on.
After all, you gave them all them chickens.
Sure. Yeah, I will join you and we can get shit faced.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good time.
Hell yeah.
All right. Are we going to be increasing anyone's addiction?
Hmm.
You
I
can
will-
try, but I noticed that you've gotten yourself a new little slut harem.
Yes, it's very true. Also, I'm not giving you any underwater. It's too hot for that.
Well, I mean, it's just you and it's just us, right?
Mm,
This is also a good point.
I'm alright for now.
Oh,
The save is
all
made.
right.
No, I mean that is I'll go to town, but I'm not getting more. I saved against addicted,
Oh, okay.
but I do go down on you.
Fair enough. Excellent.
You maintain your current status.
What's this say for? Is like a wisdom or is it
I don't
constitution?
know.
I went with con.
You can use con. It's mostly con because it's your body being affected.
Yeah.
It's a Constitution check. Save.
You can just choose to fail it if you want.
I mean, it's been a while since I've done it. It's not been that long, but it's a nice relaxing hot tub. I'm gonna give myself disadvantage anyway.
I mean, all right.
7.
You failed.
You
Yeah.
advance along your path. I'm not sure what level you were at currently. What level are you at?
Fucking. Let me see if I wrote it down anywhere.
Well, someone's having a good time.
I don't have it written down anywhere. I didn't really think there was any consequences for Anything with that? I just know I'm addicted to
there
it.
are consequences because the more addicted you become, and at the last level, you literally can't disobey anything she tells you. Otherwise, you just have like disadvantage.
So what are our levels in? Like, what's the highest and lowest?
I believe it's 1 to 4, right, Savin?
I don't know. It's your
Already
organics.
addiction.
Oh,
I
Ardia,
just
yeah,
One to-
she
that's 1 to 10.
has
1 to 10. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what you said you were at, but you were at the part where you have disadvantage against what the captain tells you. So I think that's about 7.
Fuck it. Let's say I'm at 9.
That's
Okay.
Jesus.
Jump
Okay.
up. Okay, you decided to jump up to 9.
I probably
I'm not going
started
to
at
stop you.
7.
You can just.
I
You
probably
can
start
just.
at 7 and gotten to 8 over it. I think. Yeah,
Okay.
let's just call it 8. 8 is a reasonable number.
Once you reach 10, it will be basically irreversible, and you will be unable to do anything. You will be unable to refuse any commands that the captain gives you. Not that you'd want to, of course, right?
Now, why would you want to?
Yeah, I mean, I basically do that anyway.
Exactly.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Adjatha, what are you doing for your first night?
I think I'm gonna go to the 10-ton gym and get a workout going.
All right, sweet. You could
That's
either
exciting.
pay like a daily pass, you could get a lifetime pass, or you could get, you know, the game doesn't support it, but I'll just say you can get like weekly passes for this. It's not hard.
How long are we gonna be on the planet?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, presumably.
Okay, well, I'll get a weekly pass then.
All right.
How
So
much is
it'll
that?
be about, let's see, 50. It'll be about 100 credits.
Okay. Can do.
All right. So you can hit the weights, the track, the pool.
Let's go weights.
All right. Are you going to try to attract anyone, or are you just going to, do your thing and kind of rebuff anyone that comes near you?
For the time being, we'll focus on the workout. Burn off some of the frustration of not being able to get my hands on someone responsible for stuff. The
I get
stuff
you.
there.
I get you. So you're going to do your thing. Some people, a couple people might approach you, but you just kind of give them a small shake and then you go off to your business. Sounds good. Okay. Hedrah is getting clean and Sieg, yeah. So
Yeah,
Sieg's
we know
getting
what we're
done.
doing.
We already know what we're doing. All right. So your night will pass as you guys do your things, and the next day starts, thus starting the first day of the festival. Of course, not everything is prepared, but there are a bunch of like light snacks and people milling about. There's a incredibly large fair field area, there's games going on, games of chance, there's, throw the dart at the balloon, that kind of stuff. Classic, Americana fair.
I want to ride a monster truck.
I mean, you can ride in a monster truck if you want, yes.
Fuck yeah, monster truck.
The monster truck will, and Gianna will approach each of you and then give you guys a small little wristband. And she will say, simply hold it up to the pads that each one of the vendors' stalls have, and you'll be basically be able to play without, having to purchase anything.
Rad.
Yay.
The monster
Nice.
truck, the monster truck thing, you get into a monster truck and you see what you can instantly recognize as a hellhound cockily sitting in the right hand seat, and you notice that each of the seats has a steering wheel and a braking and gas. She'll explain to you that it's, because there are chuckleheads that go a bit too far. So if, you're one of those chuckleheads, she's going to stop you and pump the brakes on you. So,
Alright, sounds good to me.
no going nuts and, slamming into crowds or nothing. Other than that, you can do whatever you want. These things are basically indestructible.
Sure. How do you feel about Roadhead?
I mean, let's find out. You're trying to convince her to give it to you, right?
Fuck yeah.
She is supposed to keep her eye on the road,
Oops.
but also
I hit that
cute,
instead of the actual skill thing. I'll go with the
but
persuasion.
also cute Osar. So 17 plus your persuasion.
Plus
I
my
mean,
fast
you
axe,
did
because I
roll.
took expertise in it, so I'm really good
Yeah,
at
you
persuasion.
did roll 1d. Yeah, you did roll 1d20. So just add whatever your modifier is
I
to
mean,
that. What is that?
clearly, if she's supposed to keep her eyes on the road, then you should just give her a road.
You cut out for me that time.
Clearly,
Yeah,
if she's supposed to keep her eyes on the road, then Fenris should be getting her a road head. That's how that works.
No.
I still got to
No.
drive. I don't
She
want to
is-
actually drive while craning over. That seems
Here's the
very
thing.
dangerous.
Savin, she
Mhm.
is keeping her eyes on the road, but it's a landing strip.
So what are your bonuses to persuasion? So what am I rolling against, basically?
It is fucking.
It's probably +7. Since you have 2 in the proficiency, and that's expertise to 4, and you probably have 3 in charisma, don't you?
It's +6.
That was close.
All right, and she's going to defend with. All right, so she has high persuasion, but that's to convince people to give her roadhead, not to be convinced the other way around.
I've always wanted a good sword fight.
She makes you promise that not to go to drive anywhere that could face the rest of the festival, and points you towards where if you go out of control, you guys are just going to careen into an empty cow field.
Deal. I mean, fuck, if she wants to keep her eyes on the road, then I'll make sure to put my feet up on the wheel so she can watch.
All right, let's see. And Fenris is over here with this chick. Big ol' horns. Wait, actually, hang on. Pictures. And there we are. You're over yonder with dusky blonde hellhound girl.
Monster trucks! Blowjobs! This is the most American I've ever done.
Yeah, it's not bad. What other types of games do we have at this festival?
Well, Amxal, literally every type of game you've ever been involved in your career.
Yeah, Mr.
Plus-
Carnival guy. Mr. Carnival guy.
Most of them-
what kind of
Most of them will have a lot of them will have a sexy spin, like, you know, when you dunk people into tanks, they're usually very either sexy slabs of beefcake or cheesecake, and the tanks are all milk.
Lube. Obviously, it's got to dunk him in the lube.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, it has to be a little bit gross, but still fun, sexy.
Yeah,
You know, there's stuff like the milking tents, the glory hole tents, everything you'd expect from a good New Texas showing. So it really depends on what you want to do. What do you want to do, Amxal? You don't have to deal with all the chuckleheads this time. You are one of the chuckleheads.
this is weird for me being on the other side of it.
Quick, be as destructive and just obnoxious as you possibly can. You just vent that frustration.
God, no, I hate
Go
those people that do
destroy
that.
something.
Although, to be fair, Amxal, from you looking in, like a New Texas fair is remarkably polite. You know, that's
Because
just
an
how
armed
the treatment
society is a
do.
polite society.
Well, more
Just
like
get dick
everyone's
slapped.
more like everyone's treated, and you know, everyone's pheromones are forcing them to
Get along.
coexist happily. Sure, there are some
Please, they
some
coexist.
off-worlders. there are off-worlders here that sometimes cause a ruckus until even the most drunk one will look at like a 12-foot tall slab of meat who just throws them out. So most people are just cowed by cowed by the security. These are big beefy boys and girls, hellhounds, Amazons, and Adonises. Of course, a good half of the fair is cordoned off because there are a lot of kids here, and and there are some things that kids aren't allowed to see. So, anyone who who isn't of age and treated can't go beyond a certain area. But then you get like a bunch of adorable little kitties running around, and people here have been treated for so long that most of these little kids already have little signs of the treatment on them, little nubbins, horns, little tails, etc., etc. But I assume you guys are in the treated only section, treated and adult only.
I mean, presumably.
Yes. So what would you like to do? What's your thing? You're just gonna get a funnel cake and sit down?
I mean, I feel like I should probably do some games, whatever, try out a little bit of them, see if I can't win some little knickknacks and prizes.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some game.
Sure. There are various games. You can either pay with your little bleedly boop, or a lot of the games will have the option. You can either, if you win, then you get the oral. If you lose, you got to either blow or eat out the stall attendant.
So you're saying you get to win or win?
Yes, exactly. There is that option. You can do that. You can go on without if you want and just bleed.
I mean, I'll try that a few times, like on the female, like stall attendants. That might be a fun thing to do every once in a while.
Sure. Which ones would you like to do that?
I'm assuming like all the tokens are just like the stall attendants.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stall attendants, and I just added all these tokens just because, just so it could feel populated. A lot of sadly, there's not a lot of male minotaurs that don't have massive fucking snouts.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna go for the more Amazonian type looking ones, and some of the more thicker looking ones as well.
So the more Amazonian types will have gravitated towards games of like BB gun games, like squirt gun games, or like the dart game, something with a little bit of a competitive edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm surprised they're not just having it be like ring the dick on them or whatever.
I mean, there are certainly stalls that will do that if you want to do that.
Guns, yay!
Yeah, gonna do squirt
Yeah,
guns.
you
Squirt
gotta
guns first.
Okay, so squirt guns. So you're gonna go and find a cowgirl, and let's do a dexterity check towards shooting her milk at the target.
This is the best place ever. So
Of course, these things are, as you know, made to be difficult. So the DC is probably higher than you think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, listen, okay? I may or may not have rigged a few games in the past.
What? Yeah.
What? No. Honestly, shocked, guys.
Actually, though, no. My place doesn't actually rig games. We make hard games.
Just
though,
you
don't we?
personally, okay? I see how it is.
But still, these games in general aren't rigged. They're just very, very hard.
Yeah, it's like the Ring of Bile. It's not rigged. It's just very hard.
Yeah, and the squirt game is also really hard because you don't have a squirt gun. You got to squirt a cow at.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
that's so terrible. I guess.
Yeah.
It's very hard in more ways than one.
Yay!
Alright,
Shoot you challenge.
So just a dexterity check then.
Yes, it's a dexterity. It is. Well, you could use fucking not acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics, and not.
Well, I don't have acrobatics trained, so just a dex check for me. Non-proficient. It's pretty hard. I get distracted by the milk.
Looks like you are horking down Amazon Dong.
Oh no, what a shame.
What a terrible thing.
She'll make sure not to not you and finish fast enough so that the next person has a chance. All right, and while you're doing that, and Fenris is doing that, Captain, what are you doing?
I'm gonna dunk some people in the dunk tank.
Sounds good.
Was
Now-
that Dex to throw ball?
Dex to throw them ball.
Yeah.
And which there are quite a few different people to dunk. You going after some beefcake slabs? You going after some bimbos,
Oh, I'm just
Amazons,
dunking
or
people. Oh,
you're
I
just
don't
gonna
care.
dunk people?
I'm just
You don't
gonna
care?
dunk people for.
So are you gonna bleed? You're gonna bleedle bloop then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you miss.
Damn it. Okay. Oh, I have to select this every single time. Oh my god.
Hey,
Yeah.
you dunk one.
Really? Well, yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. The captain mutters to herself.
I like that.
So how many of these people are you gonna try to dunk? Okay, nope.
I gotta.
It's a dunking frenzy.
All right, there's about 10 people you can do this to, so you can roll 10 times if you want.
Here, instead of choosing it just every time, figure out
I
like,
know.
a lot of. Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
there you go. Wow.
So, miss, dunk, dunk, miss, miss. No, miss, dunk, 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 miss. So you dunk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. So you got 6 out of 10, better than average.
Ah.
Yeah, fuck you, says the Alpha Dzaan. You dunked. All right.
Get out,
Savin, what is Sieg doing?
Siggy is going to just kind of trot around behind Gianna like a lost puppy, just staring at everything here, just taking it all in.
All right. So she'll happily lead you around and show you different things. If you want, you can win like small little, like chibi varmint plushies, stuff like that.
Oh my
You
god.
can win. You could win
Yes.
like a giant like a longhorn plushie that's like the size of you.
Yes, I must
That kinda
acquire
stuff.
plushies.
Okay, so see, are you gonna play the plushie games?
Yes.
Okay, so are you going to choose Bleedle Bloop or reciprocation?
Fucking. Nobody here likes Siggy. She'll just pay for it.
I mean, you just don't.
It breaks my heart every time you say it.
Yeah.
It's true though.
I've already promised you many dickings.
I mean, it's not like they wouldn't. It's just
They're just not
that
interested.
they
I
don't.
understand.
You don't have pheromones. You know
She
what?
doesn't know.
Find
It's
some
true.
pheromones. Spritz some money.
No, it's fine. I'll just bleedle bloop.
Okay. You know, you could just, you know what? In the future, find a cowgirl and rub her on you like Axe body spray.
Like Axe body spray.
Oh my god.
That's funny. That's actually
That's really funny, and now I want to write a scene where Gianna does.
I don't know why no one why she didn't think of it before. Oh no, I don't have any pheromones. They don't want me. Well, fucking spritz some. It's not
Fucking
hard.
Good. Have whoever has them write it for it.
Anyway, but yeah, Siggy will just bleedle bloop. Do I need to roll anything?
Okay. It depends on what kind of game you want to do. But let's just say that you're probably gonna want to go for like the. Oh wait, no. You're a melee character.
Yeah, I have.
Would you like to
strong.
do the thing where you? Would you like to do the thing where you hit you take the big owl mallet and you hit it and you see how far up you can go?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, do that.
Seems right up my alley. Alright.
Yeah,
No.
no, those high strikers are very rigged.
Siggy misses the fucking thing like 2 times out of 3, and this hammer is much lighter than the one I use in combat. Hmm.
Oh, it's fine. There are plenty of other games we can try if you like. Perhaps you would like to try the speedball. If you hit it real hard, it seems like you like to hit stuff.
Yes. Is that just another strength?
Yeah, that would be your melee again, just your melee.
Oh, it's my melee.
I mean, if it's a speedball, I feel it's more of
You're
an
using
intelligence
that.
roll, since you have to guess like what your third pitch will be.
No. This is one of those. No. This is like, they're in bars and they're very popular in Texas.
Pitching speed things.
Yes. No. It's not for throwing. It's for hitting. They're speed bags that you use in boxing,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and they're very popular in Texas. 16. All right, you will win a varmint plushie.
Nice.
Siggy will have a gigantic grin on her face because she's never won anything before. And look at the big old plushie and then turn around Dzaan and just thrust it out in both hands. For you.
But you won it.
Yes, but I want you to have it. Do
That's
remember me by it.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and I wouldn't worry about me forgetting you. I saved our last encounter with each other in my memory banks, securely locked.
So did I.
Ah,
Does that mean we're married now?
Hmm.
Speaking of which, would you like to go to the fun tent?
I don't know what that is, but sure.
The people around here mostly go off of pheromones, but they really don't care once they've just stuck whatever they have through a hole and then they get something from the other side.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We can play the rainbow.
Yay!
guess that dick. It's like catch 'em all with Pokemon. And thankfully not STDs. It's just, tallying off different monster cocks.
Yay! So that's what you guys are going to do. Lyra did her thing.
Yeah, Fenris
Adjatha,
is indeed
what kind
going
of games
to find
would you like to
Siggy.
play?
Just not where you thought.
Yeah, I guess not. So you go into a tent and be like, alright, I'm down to climb with this.
So after seeing Sieg try to get some of those plushies, I will head over and is it like Chuck E. Cheese where you just earn points towards a thing, or does each booth have their own collection of prizes?
In my experience, that's what each booth has their own thing you can try to go and win for.
That is how it works in the carnival. Yes.
So
Each joint has their own stock.
So, of course, there is some there is a lot of bleed over from the prizes because it is New Texas. So, if you wanted to go for the same kind of plushie she was going for, the giant, basically 1-to-1 Longhorn plushie, then rather than doing melee like she was doing, you could probably find another stall that was just doing the dart and balloon game.
Is there a game that I can play that would utilize my athletics?
Athletics. Amxal, what kind of game would use like athletic strength?
Well, High Striker's one. That's just you hit the thing and bell goes up and ring the bell. Rope ladder could be athletics or acrobatics. There's also the hang bar, which you hang on for like a minute and then you win. That could probably be athletics.
That doesn't sound athletic at all.
What, hanging on a bar, like feet off the ground and all like that?
Fucking, I could do that shit.
Fucking, you
They're
think
weak.
you can hold it up for like 3 minutes?
I think the reason why
Probably
it's
not
a game
free,
in a
but-
I think the reason why it's a game in a carnival is because they don't expect you to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking
Wait.
at. So I don't go to carnivals and stuff like that. So I'm looking this up. You hang for 2 minutes to win a prize. You
No one
basically
wins it.
just.
Yeah, I can.
I've watched it like over the summer. No one wins it.
I'm sure Hedrah could win it, but you know,
Really? Do you
What,
grease that
like
bitch up?
hanging?
I mean,
Hang-
it's like this.
Like
It's that right there.
it's-
that lifts you a couple feet off the ground and everything. You're supposed to hang on. The bar moves itself, and you can't
Oh.
like really regrip. And you're not allowed to have like your hands be opposite grips. You have to be the same, like facing way.
well, that's not hard.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, probably not to you, but the thing is, the reason why it's a carnival game is because the carnival is likely to make their money back.
I mean, they've had that be like
I get-
$50 prize if you stay on it long enough.
Yeah, I do my fucking pull-up workouts, so they take like 3 or 4 minutes to do.
Again, you're not a standard for most of the people that will go to a fair. Now, given that this is New Texas, they probably have a longer hang time than just a couple of minutes because
Yeah.
the bowls are all like ripped and so are the Amazons. But you know,
I
Yeah,
bet
yeah.
they do the bar itself starts doing like rotations and moves up and down and does little droppers and shit.
But yeah, if you just want an easy one, that's probably could be athletics or acrobatics. Just go for like the blow up rope ladder type thing. You have to climb up the ladder while it shakes and spins, and you ring the bell, and then you win.
all right. So yeah, there's your answer. Siduri.
Getting there.
All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna try that.
All right. $25. Goddamn. Okay, so you get it. It was a 19 to 20 to get that one.
Outstanding.
Jax. That's gonna get a few people swearing in.
I'm gonna walk through after that with the gigantic person-sized plushie until I find Sieg, and then I will gently place the plushie on Sieg's back and wrap its arms around her waist so it doesn't fall off. I will give her a pat on the head.
That's so sweet.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Siki makes a little squealing sound and then gives you a hug.
You're a good robot and a good friend.
Aw. Thank you, crewman Siduri. You have made my day.
Sieg, you now have a U-sized plushie. Congratulations. It's a Texas Longhorn.
Yes. Ziggy shall cherish it forever. It's gonna be like Jane's hat from Firefly. It's just fucking never coming off again.
There's a chorus of tiny yays from your tits and your belly.
Muffled yays. Confused onlookers.
All right.
Muffled jace in the distance.
And Jamina, what are you doing in the festival?
Well, Jamina is dressing more like the locals, so she has a fucking overall, some red flannel shirt. Just
Sounds good.
got that,
Oh no,
got
she's
the
gone
good
native.
shit. And she's going straight for the fucking wings area.
All right. So the wings
And-
aren't completely ready yet, but what they do have is good old-fashioned Texas barbecue while you wait.
Yeah,
Are you going
she
to
brought her. She has her crate with the jars of pickled Leithan gift fruit.
Oh.
Leithan gift fruit is effectively a much stronger, much larger version of a garlic. Like, it be one of them big motherfuckers. Say about this. Each clove is like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Fuck yeah. And some
Nice.
big garlic.
And she has fucking 8 jars of those, and those are big ass fucking gallon and a half, like 2-gallon jars.
All right. So at first, so are you gonna try to like offer this to like help out with cooking up some like good old like garlic chicken?
Oh no, this is
Just gonna eat it?
if you like. Yeah, this is like a side condiment. Like you eat a lot of fatty stuff, and then you take a big chunk of this stuff. If somebody wants to use it to make some garlic, that'll make a lot of things garlic. Like fucking Italy would go like, what the fuck is that smell?
I mean, to be fair, in wing festivals, some of the most favored like sauces to be for the wings to be tossed in is garlic-based hot sauce.
Well, like I said, if you start cracking this up, the goddamn Italian planet, a few solar system away, would be like, sniff the air, be like, oh, the pasta's getting ready.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, I
So-
guess it's strong as stuff. So
So, what's your plan with all these jars? What do you want to do with this when you approach the giant cookery tent?
it's my condiment.
For
I'm gonna
all of
eat.
your. Okay. So you're going to eat 8 jars of garlic while you're eating all of this. Got it.
Fuck
No,
yeah.
I have it over 2 weeks. Come on, like these are like that size. These are strong.
I mean, I believe in you.
She'll be eating her weight and half in fucking food.
All right.
She's been living on fucking space rations for fucking forever.
All right. So currently, like right now, they're just getting the chicken out of the brine and they're getting it cooked up and stuff like that. So they'll tell you that it will probably be until mid-afternoon until it's available. But they do have roast beef, ribs. They have burgers. They have basically every classic like Texas rub dish under the rainbow, whatever you want. They got prawns, whatever you need.
Well, okay. What's the size? What's the size? What's the American size of one of those trots that you carry food in?
You mean like the big ass, like giant plates?
No, the trots that you serve food with. You know, military school in schools and barracks. You know those big metal ones.
Oh,
like
the
a food
cafeteria
tray?
feeding things.
Trots,
Oh,
yes.
you mean like? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you mean that? Got it.
Yeah,
So,
I mean one of those.
yes. Okay. So you're talking about like fucking hometown buffet shit going on. Got it. All right.
Yeah, I need one of those. I'm just gonna stuff that. I use that as my appetizer for the chicken.
Well, right now, chicken's not available, but they got
I know,
pig,
but
they
it's
got
my
pork.
appetizer.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I'm gonna fill
they're
it
gonna load you.
with everything.
Okay. So what you're saying is 3 to 5 of everything.
Let's see. Yeah, that's. Let's see. Do I have?
No, see, I see what you mean. It's literally this. You say, give me all of it that you have. And then you say, wait, I worry what you heard was just give me a lot of pork and steak. What I said was give me all the steak and pork you have. Yeah, I got it. I understand.
Hmm.
So, and that is how you guys are going to spend your early afternoon, and then wing time starts. Are you so? The festival begins in full swing. There are cowgirls in skimpy outfits and bulls in you could call them skimpy outfits if you want, handing out food and stuff like that. The bulls are just wearing like aprons and basically aprons and speedos, stuff like that. Beefcake and cheesecake for everyone. There's every type of wing under the rainbow. There's roasted that comes along a bit later after the fried stuff comes out. It's all just like a big hoopla. So I assume that everyone, say probably like Sieg, will
Yeah.
All right. So the first day is going to be dedicated to mostly like traditional rubs and glazes. You know, like classic Southern barbecue stuff like that. Got your garlics all out. You got your jalapeno, your chipotle, stuff like that.
I'm going to make a constitution check to see how much I can eat.
Okay. Okay, you can eat
17.
a decent amount. You can almost keep up with some of the bowls around here.
Constitution checks, huh?
I mean, if you guys want to stuff yourself, then sure.
I mean,
I
don't
mean, I
wanna
guess even
stuff
Sieg
myself.
could try to eat this all just to feed the Galatians.
That's exactly.
Oh, at the same time.
Little swan bite swallow some wings for the Galatians.
I'll
Yeah.
eat a healthy amount, but not like
A couple of the cows and bulls will kind of cock their heads at synthetic eating, but then they just kind of shrug and go along their way. After all, this planet is remarkably well receiving to AIs ever since Big T put some rules in check.
Yeah, no, if any of them look at Seek sideways, she'll just do that, unhinge the jaw thing and behold the Galatian. Just
Tiny
burp one of
Galatian
them
way.
up.
And they are unfazed. This is New Texas.
Yeah.
If that's your fetish, then whatever, man. In fact, one of the cows will come up looking very concerned to you and say that they must be ever so hungry, and please take this trough of wings.
Siggy will happily do so. She will, in fact, comment that their favorite foods are milk of the top and bottom varieties. Wig wag, wig wag.
Then she'll say that you certainly will need some milk to wash down some of the spicier ones then. Wouldn't it do to get your Galatian sick now?
Yay.
Fenris, you're
I'm
basically...
being very charismatic actually right now.
Oh, okay, it's charisma. Oh, okay, never mind. Constitution check to eat. Jamina, yeah, you manage to keep everything down. You don't get sick from it. You don't eat an incredible
just,
amount, but...
Yeah, I still need to eat as much. How do you spell in English trot?
Like a trough?
Trough.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, like that.
true.
Yeah.
No, through has an H in it.
No, it's
Yeah, no,
true.
without the
that's
H.
right.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
pronounced
so
trough.
that's how you spell
Yeah,
it.
it's
Mhm.
English
I
dumb.
was confused.
English bad language, stupid written for idiot
Well,
Yep.
English is as it is because English has so many fucking borrow words from, one nation going around and conquering a bunch of people. That's why there's goose and geese, but not moose and meese, because moose is fucking Native American. And goose is German.
So anyway, it sounds like the festival's going on pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's going on in full swing. It's like the combination between a wing festival and an orgy up in here. It's pretty great.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty nice.
it definitely is.
So, I think we know what Fenris is doing. And so, Captain, you're just shoving it down, right? Fucking dump trunking it into your mouth, unhinged jaw, receive chicken. And Lyra, you're eating a normal amount, right?
Yeah, I'm going to eat a normal amount and afterwards, like, go and try and win a little cowgirl plushie.
Oh, okay. There are certainly those to be won. What kind of game would you like? A skill of dexterity, or a skill of chance, or a skill of strength?
And I'm just gonna keep doing games until I basically win at one eventually, because like I assume the bracelet just like keep going. But let's see
Okay,
here.
so what you're just gonna do is you're just gonna roll till you get it. Got it. All right, we
Yeah.
won't have to do that. Let's
Yeah.
not.
Like I don't
Alright.
think it's that big a deal, like a type thing, just like a little cowgirl plushie to have.
You
and whatnot.
eventually get like a little chibi cowgirl plushie.
It's adorable. I love it.
Yes.
I will turn to the wings and still see the meeting and join in for like one more wing.
All right, and we know what Siduri is doing currently, and we know
You
what
mean
Jamina
who?
is doing. Yes. So, your
I'm having
first
fun.
day of vacation will pass as you guys ate all them chicken, and you go to sleep. So, who partook in all damn chickens? Everybody?
We sure did.
Who made con saves to fit as much chicken as possible in you?
I did.
I hope the
And
space
Jamina
toilets are
did.
ready for you guys.
I mean, I had a reasonable amount. I didn't gorge myself.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not gonna eat to excess, but I will try the spiciest stuff they have available. Just absolute
Nice.
melt your face. Stuff so spicy it'll give my venom, the venom in my stinger, an extra little spice next time I use it.
They keep a cowgirl nearby just in case like it's too spicy for you need to wash it down with milk.
Okay, so everyone needs to roll me 1d4.
Even Siggy?
On D4?
Everyone but Sig.
How
Roll a
poisoned
D4.
are you?
Shit.
I assume low is good.
How many hours do you spend on the can?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those of you who made rolls to stuff yourself need to roll an additional d4.
Shit, okay.
It's gonna be a long
We're
night
gonna
for
get
you.
you're gonna get plump.
This is what's being added to your thickness rating.
Ah,
It must
Shit.
become plumper blur there.
I should have rolled higher if it's for thickness rating.
So I believe Jamina needs to roll me another one. All right. So, as it turns out, every single person wakes up feeling grand, except for Lyra. Lyra, your insides are revolting against you.
Oh, no.
Damn the one.
This is much worse than any type of food poisoning you've ever had.
I'm going to rush into the bathroom and wave the storm that comes.
And that will happen for a little bit before Gianna rushes towards your guy, rushes into your building and starts yelling for the captain.
Hello? Yes? This is Captain.
Captain, you need to come immediately. There's something very wrong and Big T needs to speak to you.
Uh-oh.
Is any of your crew sick?
Uh,
I think
Because
Lyra is
here-
going through her own nom right.
Lyra's having a bad time today.
Something horrible has happened. Come with me.
Oh, this doesn't sound very good. I will go.
And soon you're going to make your way back into town, and you notice that it is a lot sparser than it usually is, and a lot of people rush by you with worried looks on their faces, and there are some people that are bent over, hugging their tummies and stumbling around until you make it to Big T's office. Big T, normally a genial man, easy to go around with, you see him with a face distorted with rage, and he is currently shouting at a group of several members, some of them, several people, some of them in lab coats, and He only starts to calm down before he sees you approach and then pushes aside. You, Captain,
Yeah.
we've been. I'm afraid we've been had.
Oh, something wrong with the chickens? I am.
It all started last night after the festivities ended and everyone went back to their rooms. I've been received flooded with reports, almost a full. There are hundreds of people, thousands of people sick, and once we called in a couple favors and some. I know you don't believe, most people don't believe we have them, but scientists of our own, it appears that a full quarter of the chickens you gave us have been genetically altered maliciously.
Hmm.
It appears that while bypassing normal scans, it will own whatever strange toxin is in them only activates once you cook it.
Well, that's specific.
It's the 14th urban spice.
As such, and since this appears to be very deliberate, we can only guess at who would do this, and I'm pretty sure you already know the answer.
I
knew I should
mean,
have shot
sure,
Karen
we.
in stupid face.
I mean, sure, we had some trouble getting off of the planet with the cargo.
This ain't the first fucking time they've pulled shenanigans like this, but we thought we had gotten ahead. So, Captain, I am personally placing a bounty on whoever the fuck did this. And from what I'm guessing, they're probably back from Rohan. Probably got someone, some sort of turncoat in the ranks.
So, all right. What you're saying is you think someone on the agri world fucked up your chickens
I'm saying
on the behalf of these CETA people?
I'm saying that we haven't had a problem like this in years. Every single chicken got thoroughly scanned for any defects, and yet somehow it went through. And there are only a few people that can do such a thing. And on top of that, there are only a few people who would only specifically make it so that people would just get sick off of it and not just give you random ass transformations. This is some sort of like corporate plot.
Well, that agri world's going to have a bit of a problem with selling its products from now on.
I highly doubt it's their fault.
Well,
These people are
that doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things whose fault it was, really. It
These
came
people
from
are-
there, so they're going to have a... But you want a bounty, you want to find two...
I'm down for
Exactly.
that. Siduri will be psyched about some bounty hunting.
An official bounty, find out whoever did this, and in return, not only a sum of credits, but you will have lifetime passes to New Texas. You will not have to go through any of the usual shenanigans to get here.
What would you do if we could bring the person to alive?
Punch them a lot?
Huh?
I mean, can't argue with his gumption.
Jabbing with the treatment pen.
No, that is highly illegal.
I mean, I'm not there. I'm currently fighting my own war right now.
Just, yeah, okay. But, you know, they could just trip onto one.
No, let's not do that. They've given a lot
Well,
of
we'll
rich people the
figure-
shits. They should definitely have more generic punishments.
All right, so
Maybe
what are we
painful, awful ones. The treatment, nah.
What are we so all right, so what kind of a bounty are we actually talking?
I will give you 2,000 credits now and 4,000 on delivery.
That's not bad.
I am the big man.
Delivery on the person or just their identity? You want to know who it is, or do you want the person who did?
I don't fucking care if you smoke them or you bring them back. I just want them found.
Find out who it was. Maybe bring them back. At the very least, bring proof that they are no longer a problem. Okay. When do you want us to do this? You want us to leave as soon as
That's
possible?
a now.
Immediately.
So much for that vacation.
You will get every single day that we promised you once you return.
All right. Well, get a contract, and we'll get a bounty contract drafted up. I'll go talk.
All right. So, I assume you're going to go back and nab Siduri, as she is your local bounty hunter.
I want to talk. I will gather the whole crew,
Gather the party before venturing forth.
except for Lyra. She's indisposed.
Yeah,
I know
how
what
long
food.
is-
I
how
know
long
what
is
food
it gonna last
poisoning
me?
is like. That's
So, how long is it?
Shooter's plug.
How long am I gonna be laid up in my war here?
I mean, this is pretty bad. Normally it'd take about a week, but if you think really hard, there might be a way for you to figure out how to shorten.
the medical station in the.
I mean, I'd love to get to the medical station.
Bunch
Yes,
of- we're gonna have to carry you off or get you some space tums.
I would love some space tums. Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna hand over this cork, spit on it, and think happy thoughts when we get you to the dock, to the medic bay.
Okay, and just imagine Lyra walking out of the bathroom being all like,
Look, I'm much more clear than that. All right.
We'll help you get to the med bay, so we can get you checked out, and maybe the advanced facilities in there can synthesize something to purge your body of.
yeah, we can easily do that. You just shove a hose down the throat and just start pouring water there, just clean it straight out.
Doesn't our auto dock in our ship have something like that?
Basically, yes. It will take you a day rather than a week, but you will be able to basically be put in an orgasmender and you'll be fine.
All right. Grab my stuff, put it in the ship. It's gonna be a long day for me.
Time to get the long bottle brush.
We're gonna need the smooth hose.
Smooth out.
Now I'm just gonna go to the
We
auto
already
dock
got a smooth hoe.
and get set up in there for the rest of the day.
Poor girl.
Just
Oh, girl.
Jamina just belches and suddenly there's garlic scent everywhere.
Ah, my nose.
Garlic is very good for you if you have food poisoning, by the way.
Oh, if you're gonna eat this shit, holy crap, and just burn everything away. Highly doubt a meek, squishy little bunny like that would need to eat it, or could eat it.
I
So
think-
sadly, it's not a coincidence that you're having this problem.
No, really.
No, it's
happened?
not. Someone tampered with our cargo before we picked.
Fucking seated?
I don't
Probably.
know. Almost certainly.
I'm shooting the person who did it.
Oh, we have a bounty, actually.
I'll shoot them in the knee.
We
Is the
have a
bounty
bounty.
alive or dead?
The bounty is find who did this, and I do not care what happened.
In the knee it is.
So maybe we could bring them back alive, or we could bring them back.
In
Deal
the
with the
far
problem.
future, with almost instant healing medicine, you can shoot people in the kneecap over and over and over again, and just heal them between kneecappings.
I like this plan. We're bringing them back alive so they can get beat up a lot by all the people on this planet.
So, when you guys get back, Big T is nowhere to be found, but his towering secretary, Zephyr, hands Siduri a bounty contract. All written up, you guys have exclusive rights up until 2 weeks of nothing being found, otherwise it will go public. 2,000 now, 4,000 on completion, and everything looks correct and in order. There's no doublespeak.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be on our way, and sooner we wrap this up, sooner we can get some wings that don't put one of the party members indisposed for however long.
Indisposed, outdisposed. She's definitely disposing right now.
I just assumed she couldn't handle her spice.
I wonder,
Yeah.
would having a live specimen of this strange poison help us in any way? Perhaps
There are
to
literally
identify.
thousands of live specimens.
No, I thought they killed all the chickens to make the wings.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you
don't
mean
think
the
they're live
chickens.
anymore.
Oh, you mean the chickens? I thought you meant like all the people sick.
No,
I
I
don't
mean
know.
of the chickens.
Yeah, no.
All the
Uh,
chickens are dead.
Yeah, they're all
Except one.
No. And
It's-
one.
dead. Is yours
Well,
genetically
You know
modified?
what? You know what, Savin? Let's see. Roll me a date of fate. Let's see if you bought an infected chicken.
Well, it wasn't.
6.
No.
Oh.
It said only Big
Sir-
T's men said that about a quarter of the cargo was.
Sir Cluckers peeps at you. Beep, beep. Yes,
Wait,
it seems
a
as
quarter?
if it seems as
About a
if
So
quarter.
divide that.
it seems as if about a quarter of the chickens you got were infected. It appears as if the agent provocateur wasn't able to infect them all.
Huh, what an idiot.
It was some kind of specialized genetic modification that only really triggered after the meat was cooked.
After exposed to high heat. And that's actually a thing that will happen in real life.
That's awful.
There are certain like branches you can use, and if they're dead and you cook like hot dogs on it, then nothing will happen. But if the branch is still live, then what will happen? What happened to those 4 Eagle Scouts about 15 years ago, where they all died because the poison activated and it seeped into the hot dog? It was horrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's grim.
Wow.
It was there in Arizona. It was very bad. It's like it was an entire troop of like 30 people, and all of them got really sick, and 4 of the poor dudes died. They were only like 16.
Yeah,
Damn.
let's get on finding this dude. Or chick. Who knows who they are?
Yeah, tainting food supplies. That's
That's a
kind of
felony.
That's a felony.
really.
That's what we
That's
call
actually a federal.
Yes, that's what we call eco-terrorism.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we don't even have to bring this guy back to. We could probably double dip on this. We don't even have to bring the person back to Big T. We could ship these guys up. We could capture this guy and bring them our bounty slip as well about the situation and to some other authorities.
To the Confederacy.
Yeah.
The Confederacy, I will point out that since this person is unknown, there's not really a bounty on them from the Confederacy. What would happen is you'd get money from New Texas and they'd be put through the UGC's process, and depending on who they were, would be sent to Gathgoth.
Yeah,
Or they'd use their big PETA money and then get off scot-free.
That's too good
Let's
for
just
them.
bring-
We're bringing them
let's
back
just-
here.
Let's just bring him back to New Texas for some.
I heard the
Good-
words get
good
scot-free.
old-fashioned-
I think it's time for some, frontier justice.
Yeah.
Frontier.
New Texas
Space
justice.
justice.
Did I ever tell you guys that I grew up on a frontier planet? Frontier
Yes.
justice, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, frontier justice is dope.
Yeah, that's how
usually.
you told us about that, how you got that scar on your face from it.
Face? Tummy. This is my normal. Is my face fucked up?
I could have sworn you've told us like that, like you had a little scar across your like nose, run out from
No,
a
no.
bullet, like going close by.
my
it.
abdomen.
No, her tum bullet. She got shot in the tum.
I could have fucking sworn as you said it like across your face.
No, you can even see
No.
Fenris's face. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you see, like in the middle of the nose.
Oh, that's
What?
a blush.
There you go. If
Yeah,
you can see
Huh?
abdomen scar.
That is not a
I
blush.
do have a different scar on my nose.
I could have sworn you told us that one was from a bullet going like too close to it.
Nope.
No, she got gut shot from the other thing. That's like a knife wound.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just the perks of the job.
I like that the breaking news in the top corner there.
Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah. It's on Skyway 99, the dildo track. Or dildo track.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's
But-
basically me while I was on holidays. Like, alright, I'm all fucked
No
out. Time to
casual.
just sleep on a
Only
couch.
dildos have been hard.
But luckily, since we live in space future, gut shot, isn't as bad as it is now.
It's still pretty
And it's
bad.
sucked on the frontier planet.
Yeah, but at least there's like auto dock.
Yeah, you only briefly have to shit in a bag.
Yeah. All right. So, you all are gonna bundle into your ship and then bundle your bunny into the medical bay, and you're gonna take. And while that's happening, I do need to use the restroom and then fix a new drink, and then we'll get started on hunting the eco terrorists.
Oh,
Yeah.
one more money related thing. We had like some college girls riding along as a cruise. How much did we get from them?
The Woo Girls. I don't remember. I told you guys last session.
It was 100 a pop. There was 6 of them.
Yeah, we already put that in the credits
Did
thing.
we?
Yeah.
Okay.
And all of them got tainted chicken. No.
Oh no.
Oh no, I'm so upset.
Who are these, sorry?
We picked up
Money.
some Woo girls to transport here for Wingfest.
We've also
Yeah, you were
received
very,
two-
very sick.
We also
We're probably
received 2,000 credits up.
They're probably all gonna end up treated by the end of this.
I mean, they already all took the treatment. Let's be honest.
From Woo Girl to Moo Girl, baby.
It's a
All right.
huge step
Move.
up, let's be honest.
It really is.
Yeah. So.
I don't know
Let-
what a Woo Girl is.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Congratulations. You should live the rest of your life without knowing what they are. It's an American thing. All right. I'm increasingly surprised you don't have it in other countries, and glad. So when I eventually escape, I won't have to see them again.
I'm sure they're in every culture, it's just not called the same thing. I mean, annoying sorority girls are ubiquitous in Western society.
Annoying sorority girls.
Please, we don't have those here. We have chavs.
They
This
We
is
just
the,
have
uh,
we're
basically
just mad fucking skanky hoes.
they
This is
wear
definition for it, Scout.
in the United States. They wear like plastic cowboy hats, and then whenever they get a shot, they go woo every shot, and they at least take 16.
I mean, I guess we get close
Oh,
to
wait.
that for like hen nights, but for the most part, they all just fucking, sound like a bunch of dumb northern
Oh,
birds,
no.
and they all get fucking shit faced.
No.
They all do shots and get in a
Wait.
fight.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
but those are like, but they're like in the 50s when they do that.
Nah, mate, it's fine. It's
Look.
okay. I've not had too much to
Yeah.
drink. I've not had too much to drink. Get off me, officer. That's our closer
Yeah, that's-
to a woo girl. They all
Those
just
are like drunk
get shit
50s.
faced and start
Drunk
fighting.
50s over here.
Pull hair and
Yeah.
vomit on people.
Well, we'll always start a fight. Roll initiative.
It's too fucking cold here for Woo girls.
My favorite is the idea is that statement of like drunk girls. I don't know what it is, but they always lose their friends and they burst into tears for no reason and they look at the home.
Mhm.
The 3 a.m. is the drunken spiral.
Yeah. Such a shame about this food poisoning stuff here on New Texas. I was gonna pick up a junk in the trunk.
I mean, you can still pick it up, just don't use it right away. That'd probably be...
Yeah, no, yeah, you leave your trunk alone.
He gets a little break from all this.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that. I'm sorry, but actually, after the events of Wing Fest, I have lost 3 inches of thickness.
Such a pain. It's so bad. It's so sad.
That is the truest tragedy. You got all that ass embiggening, and then you have immediately lost all to food poisoning.
Just means I have to get it bigger again.
Woo! Wait.
But man, I expect to see it to be bad, but this is a real bad thing for them to do.
I actually got the inspiration for this idea from the second episode of Cowboy Bebop.
Huh. Fat.
Okay.
Except instead of eco-terrorists like devolving you into monkeys, they just poison your chicken.
Oh right, that was that episode.
Monkeys.
And also, I really, really, really fucking hate PETA, so...
I mean, they're terrible.
Yeah.
This is coming from someone who, loves animals and is an environmentalist. They do way
Well, no,
more
that's
damage
why-
than they...
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why you
Yeah.
hate them.
Yeah, no,
They-
PETA's absolutely shit.
Listen,
Like-
if you want to help animals and you need somewhere to donate, for the love of God, do like the ASPCA. Do not go to PETA.
Like off the top of my head, I know like their animal shelters, like they put down way more dogs than anyone else.
Because it depends on the shelter. Some shelters believe that the reason that they do that is because, well, if the animal can't be loved, then it shouldn't live. Or there's the more radical ones, like in New York and California, that go, animal ownership is animal slavery.
Oh my god.
Actually started in like on the East
Feel
Coast.
The smooth brain.
No, that was actually like a huge thing that started on the East Coast, and they tried to start that up, and then of all people, a fucking crab shack took them to town on Twitter.
Good on that crab shack.
I feel stupider just for having heard that.
I'm
Like-
coming smooth.
Yeah, Jimmy's
Becoming
famous seafood, right? So PETA put this sign, "It's me, not meat," right across from their building. And so Jimmy started a war with them that has actually like tripled their profits. And basically every time PETA says something, they get like, PETA's like, "No, look at our ethical treatment of animals." And they're like, "Oh ho ho, an article you wrote yourself. Here, let's go to third party, shall we?" Which revealed like the kill shelters and stuff like that, and like literally stealing people's dogs off their porches to put them down.
Holy shit.
That has happened.
They
Yes.
abduct people's pets and kill them.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that-
god.
that-
They're
sounds-
psychotic.
That's the app. I did not know that. That's fucking wow.
No, dude, it was
PETA's
it's
literally
fucking horrible.
evil.
It's
Of course
the
they're-
worst.
They are an evil cult, and they are compartmentalized into so that they cannot be brought down by anyone.
God, if that had happened to one of my dogs, I would have
Time
blown
to
a
firebomb
gasket.
a building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, like
All it
one
takes
of
is
their-
a one
one-
drive-by with a nice big Molotov and go buy.
one of my favorite ones is like they were in the middle of the war, but they didn't tag PETA in it. They just were like, it was like their everyday thing. 4 shrimp, 2 crabs, and 1 lobster died to create this beautiful masterpiece. That's still 35,993 less animals than PETA has slaughtered.
Yeah.
David.
Fucking Peter.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Do-do-do. And enjoy while we go on to bounty hunting space PETA. Because I hate them so much, I put them in my game just to be the villains. So, let us return to your ship. I assume your first point of interest will be returning to Roanna.
Yeah, it's where the shit came from.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's where it all began.
So let me move
That's
this
where the
guy
meat
over
wars
here.
began.
This guy over here. And then we'll put a little on this guy. All right, all your tokens are here. Let me pull up this.
Legally speaking, how is bounty hunting like handled by the?
Because okay, so the UGC works like the original idea for the United States before way back, where
Articles
it's
of
a bunch
Confederation.
of basically a bunch of independent planets come together and agree on mutual defense and protection and currency, right? So it is completely within one planet's right to declare a bounty without having to confer to, like, quote unquote, Congress or a president or something like that. And so since the governor of a planet has said, hey, so these guys poisoned several thousand of my people, and so I'm putting a bounty on them, there's nothing anyone can do other than go, all right. So he's
Oh, before we leave, I want to make sure to get a report, a report, like a certified like medical report from like the medical facilities or whoever's handling this problem on New Tech, stating that the problem is like this is a catastrophe that came from tainted meat from this planet.
Sure thing. You can go and find a white-haired, golden-eyed cowgirl doctor, and Dr. Holly will give you the information you need.
Only the information? I need so much more from Dr. Holly there.
I mean, maybe eventually, but she's right in the middle of a crisis right now.
It's true. This is not the time.
Disagree? It's my goddamn right, isn't it? No.
So, you can get a detailed analysis of acute food poisoning, and indeed, if the medical services on New Texas, being a core word world, weren't so good, people would have died from this.
Reckless, just absolute reckless hatred. How dare these people?
They ruined Wing Festival, the cunts.
It was really bad.
So, also before we go, can we find out if they're gonna finish Wing Festival after we get back?
I mean, it's all up in the air now. It's postponed. They have to literally go through all of their meat and check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just saying, like, we could go pick up more chickens on our way back.
I mean, the Zephyr will say he'll fucking let you know when he can, but I've literally never seen Big T seriously angry before.
You mess with a man's meat, you mess with
What?
a man's soul.
And his fucking people.
it's less the meat and
Yeah.
they could
Poisoning
have
his
killed
people.
some. They could have killed some of his cows and his bulls, his buddies, his
Yeah.
drinking buddies.
Yeah.
Literally a fourth of the population they could have killed.
Well,
Not of
I
the
don't.
entire planet,
not
but
the
of the
planet,
people
like-
that
Of
went
the
to the
people who
festival.
were-
Yeah.
And that's
Like
still a
little-
lot of people. Like
Little kids and shit like that. There are some little kids that are like in medically induced comas right now. He's not happy.
Oof. Ugh.
yeah, they pulled out some really fucked up shit this time.
He is the big mad.
Someone's gonna get their legs broken a lot when they get back to that planet.
Zephyr
Yes.
will say that there hasn't been a hanging in New Texas for many, many years, but even Big T might consider it. In the mood he's in now, of course. Might mellow out after a little bit, but
I guess their life depends on how quickly we can get them back.
yeah. Well, it is in Trials and Tainted Space canon that the treatment makes all the bulls and cows fiercely protective of the little kid. The big mad has started.
Don't mess with Texas.
Basically, yeah. That might as well be the name for this entire fucking episode. Don't mess with Space Texas. So, you guys, do you guys have anything else you want to do before you depart?
Buy some space Pepto and get the show on the road.
Yeah,
You have that on the ship. That's the advanced medical bay.
yep, then that's good.
Advanced medical
Currently,
bay.
that's hooked up to Lyra's butthole. I just need some meds.
No, you have the space the entire medical bay. It's not just one room. You got a medical bay.
I like to think that we've got like every machine is pointed directly at her huge ass. And there's just a bunch of empty beds next to it.
You can go to the medical replicator and get Tums.
Dope.
With a huge smile on your face as you sit back against the giant bull that you.
Yes. It shall swaddle me in its big huggy arms forever.
And it's made out of space fabric, so it won't rip and tear so easily.
Rip and tear until it is done.
So, let us head back to the agri world of Roana. You disembark and are immediately confronted with the sight of Legalize It Man passed out in the road.
Oh, good, he's okay.
Hooray.
He's probably fine.
And as you guys disembark, you are approached by a half-Kithri. She immediately introduces herself as the governor, Governor Rila.
Oh, good, you're probably like the top person in charge. We got a
She's
few
not
things to
introducing
talk
herself
about.
as the governor.
The governor. No, you have to go to New California for the governor.
So, you hear
What do
about
you
the
mean?
big...
We're at Agriworld. We've
Are
got
you
a
in
stoner
charge?
man laid out on the floor.
Are you in
We're
charge of the
California,
facility?
baby?
No, it's close, but that's Oregon, not California.
Are you in charge of this place, of this entire place?
I am the governor of Roana, yes.
Oh, good. Let's get right to it then. You hear about the new Texas thing?
I already know why you're here, and I already have a data packet for you.
Wonderful.
Very efficient.
Let me go find this guy so I can kneecap him.
Yes, very efficient. I just spent 4 hours being screamed at by a 9-foot tall man.
I mean, he
Here.
has very legitimate things for screaming, considering like a fourth of all the people that were eating those wings got sick.
Yes, and it will cut not only into our profits, but our reputation as well. We want to see whoever did this apprehended. Now, this data packet will tell you all you need, but I might as well spare you some of the details. One of our handlers has been missing ever since you guys took. She only joined a month or so back, but she was vetted in triplicate. There was no indication she was part of any extremist organization.
What kind of haircut did she have?
Was her name Karen?
I'm now imagining it's like Night of the Body Snatchers, but it's Night of the Carrot.
So much worse.
This character's gonna point at us and we're gonna hit.
No, her name was not Karen. And as for her haircut, I don't know. Shaggy?
Ruh-roh.
Right. Anyway, I assume they left planet.
Where was this person staying? We'll have to look and examine their quarters.
She was staying in the general quarters. This legalized man will be like, good to see you again, brother.
Greetings, brother. Are
Keep
you
up
That's a
okay?
little bit more randy sounds than I expected. Yeah, brother.
Keep up the good fight, man. Oh yeah. And he
Power
starts
to the people.
wandering off into what you're sure is nowhere.
Godspeed. We'll salute him as he walks
Yeah.
away.
Siegwulfe too.
Right. Anyway, the room so we can get started on this.
All right. So, you're shown to her room, and it appears rather Spartan. It appears as if nothing has been left behind. What do you do?
Investigate.
Do a quick investigation, see if we can't find any specific tools.
Who's got a high investigation?
I have a 6.
I
will
will
assist you.
assist you. That is
Yeah.
higher than mine.
19. All right. With a 19. So you're going to look around, and this place seems fairly gutted out. But as you're walking along, you feel a creak in the floorboards where there really shouldn't be one.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
It's a strange place for a small river.
fall down, give it a knock. Does it sound hollow?
It does indeed.
Alright, I'll dig the, I guess, pull out like a knife or something, dig in there and see if we can't, find a seam to pop it open.
All right. You pop it on open, and in a small culvert beneath the floor, you see what appears to be an official UGC ammo box, the kind that are used for various weaponry that actually require slugs or plasma or anything physical rather than, charged battery. And within it seems fairly sparse except for one note of paper. It seems like whoever, from how messed up everything is down there, it seems whoever was accessing this was in a mighty hurry.
Hmm. Well, what the note say?
It says AB 1400 Tavros.
As a
Apartment,
So you-
probably.
an apartment, maybe, yeah? Or a storage locker?
1400 hours, I should say.
Oh, a location. It's a time and a location. AB 1400. 14.
Does anyone know what AB might denote?
That sounds like a
Anon's
recall.
bar.
That sounds like a recall information type thing. Would you say,
I
Stray?
guess it's the bar. Anon's bar.
I mean, also logical leaps can be made for that. But if you want to make a roll, then surely.
Yeah, I'm asking for a class ability here. If it's a recall lore type thing, that way I can get advantage on it.
Recall lore.
which I don't think is actual skill in game.
By third level, blah blah blah. You have advantage on all recall lore checks. It's not a skill in game, but we'll call, since recall lore only has one option, we'll call recall lore basically anything that you can justify being recall lore.
Yeah.
can
Recall
almost-
lore is just
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you make an int check to remember things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, what
It
type
would
of
be
check?
whenever, like for any in D&D's example, it's like, what have you read before while you were in cleric school? So that's a religion check. Or what did you learn while you were a page boy? Oh well, I guess history, etc.
Right. So, just an internet, just an in check, or do you want like to be like a history check, or?
I mean, would be more like a. I mean, I guess you could do a history check. Sure, why not?
Yeah, because I mean that'd be history of places and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right then. Let's see here, and that gives me advantage, I think, right? Yes, advantage. Okay. Skill check. Advantaged. Intelligence. Proficient.
You definitely have a strong feeling, like the leap of logic that your half puppy uh, leapt to is most likely correct.
Yeah, it's probably that place. Now let's go on a rampage. We're gonna find this person and kneecap them.
How's your butthole? Here's the real question: did the lube help or hinder?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. It was like a flu.
But if you really must know, it did help.
All right, and I assume you're going to reboard your ship and full burn toward Tavros.
Yeah.
All right, we archive this page. Archive that page. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do before you left Roana?
Nah, I'm good.
No, this seems
Alright.
pretty time sensitive. Let's get on it.
What was the description of the person that we were of the employee?
Female human, mid to late 20s.
Oh man, she'll stand out like a sore thumb on Tavros.
I know, right? But she also, I mean, she has dyed purple hair, and she has modded glowing eyes.
Oh, okay, so
Gee.
she's a Mary Sue. Got it.
Jeez, no.
You mean like literally everyone in the space future that would have the ability to dye their hair?
Yeah,
Have you seen Cyberpunk?
yeah, and it's not like they
I
had
was
to.
gonna say, yeah, I mean, fuck, I do dye my
Seen
ridiculous
the rest
bright
of
colors.
you
If I could do
and
my
all
eyes,
your
I would.
tokens?
Yeah, but that's perfectly natural Dzaan hair color.
Is bright
Yeah.
pink a perfectly natural Osar color? I
Probably.
think not.
Is rabbit a perfectly normal Ausar?
Yes,
It actually is, actually.
Oh. What?
There are in fact multiple Bun-Ausar in the game, and they come from a planet where they modded themselves genetically to be bunnies, so they
Yeah.
could hear their predators coming.
It's on
And
the planet
you're-
Angelius or whatever.
And you're also talking in a party where you have a heavily modded typically all male race, so I don't want to hear. Says the Mary Sue fucking AI Siegwulfe.
Rue?
Hey,
I
AI
seem to have triggered a nerve.
Look.
How
the
dare you,
sequel's
sir?
perfectly fine. Like, there's credits. It could be like that. It's just a robot body
She's
with
the
an AI.
only one of her kind.
I demand
just
to
an
speak to your manager.
It's just an AI put in a robot body. It's like Gianna, but in a Siegwulfe.
Again, literally only sapient Seawolf. Unless you put what's his name into.
It's a big galaxy. I'm sure she's not the only one.
I was
Yeah.
literally just talking to W-San about uploading a certain AI into a Siegwulfe.
Which one?
Amxal?
The demon queen boss at the end of AI quest.
Ah, she's a nice lady.
Yeah, she is. And now you can put her in a doggy and then fuck her like an
Wait.
animal.
Do
Bark,
I have to
bark.
go back there then? I've already completed that quest.
I
Goddamn.
don't know.
Mulligan. Mulligan? Mulligan.
Yeah, you can always just cheat yourself back in there and out. That's fine.
Yeah, you could just cheat their AI in.
Yeah.
So now what?
Well, we have to dock. We have to go and find this location, and take a look around. I guess do some
Yeah.
sleuthing.
Tell you what, I know I can make this check, and so can Siduri. How about we try and hit up the black market? The dark web.
Okay. So you want to contact the dark web for
Information on meetup at Elon's bar, and I will have the description of the woman I'm after. I'm sure there are a number of jacks who would be happy to knock for cash.
I mean, you can go ahead and make the roll if you want.
Yeah, I'll assist you.
You have your own. It'd probably be better for having other people using us, and we can throw 2 checks at it.
Oh, fair enough.
Let's see here. Shadownet. Access to highly encrypted. I guess I will do mine with a persuade since I'm offering cash. And I assume you'll be offering knuckle sandwiches.
Yeah, probably. Nope.
Come on, charisma. Fucking hell.
All right. Your contacts will have no idea about comings and goings of literally everyone that filters in and out of the bar. Yeah, sure, there might be clandestine meetings that they're more ear to the ground of, but no one really gives a shit about SETA. However, what you are able to glean with a 25 is that SETA does have office buildings on Tavro Station, and they have seen an unusual amount of scurrying about within the last few days.
Fucking choice. I will pass that along to everybody.
Okay, so we should try and maybe also scope out the bar. So that's a place. They're probably in there. Probably see if we can find out if they met with anybody in particular at the bar. Or maybe talk to the bartender.
Huh? No, we've already learned there was nothing interesting.
Oh, there was nothing there.
No. No, the black market doesn't know anything because
okay.
they don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
When they
but
track
I do
when they
pass
track
on
comings and going in the bar, they do black market deals and stuff like that. Not some fucking limp dick eco nerds.
Fair. But I will mention that there is a SETA office and that it's been seeing way more passage than usual.
Hmm. Maybe they're getting ready to make a sudden departure from this.
Maybe a sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Well, we should check out the bar, see if we can find if this person met up with anybody.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Anon's bar is rather large. It's one of the most popular bars on station. There are many waiters and waitresses, aside from Celsi, or however you say her name. Celsi? Whatever. So, how do you want to go about finding this information? You gonna maybe hit up a barfly? Maybe try to get the bartenders involved? What's going on?
So I'll throw a few credits around to, grease some palms if we can ask the employees if they saw someone coming in with what was it, blue hair and
She had bluish purple hair and modded glowing eyes.
yeah, but was otherwise human, about this tall, with this
A real
bill.
basic bitch.
That in itself is a rarity on Tavros. Everyone at least has some gene mods to stand out other than hair and eye color.
Yo, we's looking for a basic bitch.
The basics of bitches.
All right, that certainly sounds like persuasion to me.
Okay. Do I have advantage from throwing around a bit of money for it?
Depends on how much money you're throwing around.
20 credit?
So, okay. I mean, I'll give you a bonus for that, but that's not too incredibly much. I'll give you like a bonus of +1.
50 credits?
Yeah, all right.
All right. Bring myself. Let's see. I want my chickens. All right, fair enough. Okay, so this will be with advantage then. 14, thank goodness.
You have modifiers on top of that because character
Oh.
sheet's broken.
Fuck, that's right. I'm sorry. I hit the button on my character sheet.
So what are your modifiers? Keep
So
it on
you
14.
rolled a 14, add on top of that.
16.
16, all right. So with a 16, one of the bartenders can tell you that someone really similar to that met up with someone here. The only reason why she remembers this is because the person she met with was just so, well, I mean, boring.
Plain.
I mean, not gene modded that she could tell, just kind of, this is Tavros Station. This is where all the rushers and stuff come through. Everyone has like a little bit of flair when they come through, but she didn't have anything going on.
Did they meet with anybody?
No, that's the person that she met with. That's what she's saying.
Oh,
She met with
some-
someone that was just so boring. I mean, this girl, she had a little bit of eye work done and some hair work done. The person she met with was like grade A standard boring ass human.
Huh.
You don't really see people come through like that. Even if humans haven't taken any outward Gmons, there's usually like make themselves a little bit hotter, or they'll usually like come through with kind of a little flash and pizzazz with neat clothes, because this is where all the rushers go through. This person looked like she belonged, well, back on Terra, working behind a desk. Hair like a beehive.
Hair like a beehive.
The Queen Karen.
The
Oh,
queen.
God.
The mega Karen.
Karen Prime.
Karen Prime.
They spoke briefly before leaving. The girl was in tow, and they just kind of stormed out the bar. Didn't even pay their tab or a tip.
What
So they
about
ran
your
out
tech?
on the check.
I knew it is the space anti-haxer.
I found her.
You found her? Oh dear. Holy shit.
Oh my god, I might just steal that for the boss token.
When you think all the Karens are defeated, but the music continues, the queen of...
Christ almighty.
But yeah, she is remarkable in her unremarkableness on a space station full of characters like Tavros.
So she stands out then by being so plain. All right.
I mean, there are people
Vanilla
that
is
don't
a
have
kink,
a lot
I'm
of
sure.
there are a lot of people that don't have a lot of mod work done, but they also don't dress that well without having mod work. You know what I mean? People who can
Right.
afford like a 3-piece like dress suit like that almost always have mod work done too.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Also, yeah, do you need a few seconds to get that token put in?
You're not
maximum Karen.
You're not going to face her tonight. You have,
You are not prepared for maximum Garen.
and not just that, but it's like 10:30 for some people.
Yeah, we are getting pretty much to the time we usually
I
close.
don't. Hey, Fenris, you know you're in with those dark web, the shadowy types.
Please, ShadowNet. Not
Shadow-
actually dark web. That's where you go to. Never mind.
Whatever. Anyway, you're in with those types. I don't suppose there's anyone who could hack into Sita's personnel files and find a person of this description.
I could certainly pay to do that, but aren't nerds really good at that shit?
I am pretty good at that shit.
We could try it ourselves, yeah.
I was gonna say
They do have that
no one
fancy new
gives a
quantum
shit.
computer.
Sia. Yeah, we have new toys that I don't think the nerds have really given it a good stretch.
I mean, I haven't pushed it to the limits yet, so
Yeah. No, I was really worried when you were asking about my connections to the dark web, and you're just going to see if you could just buy someone, which is doable, but also, not something I intend to organize.
Hmm.
I think that's a little bit of a line for us. We don't outright buy people.
Not outright.
No, the people that are on your ship, we're all gonna go to Gasgoth anyways. Justified, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't buy them, so
One moment, I'm trying to cringe harder.
we
I mean,
Just
we could
engage
not-
in some double think. It's fine.
Could sell
fine.
these people.
And in all fairness, not only is this the game, but these people have also murdered and raped a bunch of people. So
Yay.
Yay.
So, then I guess let's try. I mean, we know obviously that she's probably in there, but we need some like
What you
alternative.
want.
We can also how can we get into this place without
I
just
get what-
storming in the front?
I get what you're saying. You want to Sam Fisher it, you don't want to Holy Crusade it.
Yes.
Well, I mean, kicking in the front door with our guns out, it's pretty elite.
You want to.
We gotta sneak around a little bit.
I could also run a distraction operation by kicking in the front door and demanding to speak to their manager.
Uh,
That would be great.
Because just makes the motion to it that she actually has a massive mane of hair. Let me get my hair fixed.
Go get your hair did.
You gotta get your weave dead.
That ain't no weave.
No, I actually got real hair. Not the
I
fake
know,
shit.
it's just because it's the saying, and it's saying getting your weave dead always forever amused me. Maybe it's because I've heard people unironically say that they went and got their weave dead. That I love it. Unconditionally.
This is why I love having actual real long hair. It's like, oh, do you have extensions? Like, haha. No, fuck you. Fucking bald ass bitches.
Savin needs to find that fucking gif of the guy going at her and taking her hair off partway through.
Oh,
mean,
God.
Oh yeah,
Fucking,
yeah, that's fucking
so
fucking
good.
and then wears it.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
you
it's
want to find a super secret way into the facility. You want the back channels, is what you're saying.
And yeah,
Wait.
traced it.
maybe find out what department this person works, where she might be in the building, in the office. And maybe it would be convenient if we could turn off the security camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, do your thing.
I guess that's Lyra and Sieg. You guys would be the best ones.
Yeah, it sounds like it's we're doing the electronics hacking type things.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Okay.
With
You
a
did
plus
that.
1.
Mm-hmm.
You did that. I'm gonna spend about 50 credits to get a nice clothes there to fit
Shit.
in. and get my hair done, and then I'm going in the front door just to distract.
I'm now imagining a tour with a pantsuit on.
It's like that
Alright.
picture with the horse with the three-piece suit.
Right?
Yes, as effective when it comes down, and the fucking Karen hair, but mega Karen.
Oh,
I do not regret what I unleashed with this session.
oh my god, that horse is just so dapper. God.
All right. So you are making a skill check to try to find any weakness in their defense. Now then, I do believe the Trials in Tainted Space was based heavily on two things: Star Trek and Star Wars. And you know what's a big thing about Star Trek and Star Wars? Ventilation shafts and Jeffries tubes.
Yay!
I
Well,
also-
it's a good thing Jamina's gonna be distracting up in the front lobby.
And this was also turn off like security cameras for when we go in.
That's actually so because there's a thing you can either find out the layout or you can try to hack their systems. You can't find out the layout and hack the systems at the same time. That's a separate role.
I had assumed we were hacking systems.
I would
with
like
that.
You okay? So you're hacking their computers to figure out their layout and trying to access their cameras at the same time.
I'd prefer like a guarantee that there's gonna be a security blackout in that off.
Okay.
Yes,
That seems like the more important of the two.
it is.
Turning off their cameras. All right.
Yeah, well, not necessarily turning off, but like I have control over like all like that type thing.
Okay.
Essentially, it's gonna be a clear loop inserted from the injection time. So when they look at it, it's just a repeated image all the way. So
Okay,
it
I
looks
get
like
it.
the security feed is still going.
So I get it. I should for next session when I prepare all this, I should be putting the Mission Impossible theme on loop.
Yes.
10 hours Mission Impossible theme.
Right. Even the Tainted Space version of it has a fucking ventilation shaft scene in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there
Yeah.
is. Yeah. So, next week when we come back, we will start in with the party infiltrating Seta.
Cool.
And we'll find out what Mega Karen has in plan and hopefully collar her ass and bring her back to New Texas and see what happens when the angry cow people get a hold of her.
Death to the Karens.
So,
Mhm.
thank you everyone for playing. Is there anything you'd like to do or say before we draw the session to a close?
As usual, thanks for running.
I'm going to kneecap this bitch so hard when I find them.
I hope you enjoyed the Karen episode. It was incredibly amusing. All right. See you guys next time.
Adios, everybody.
Bye.
See you tomorrow for hopefully 2 whole games. Woo!
Bye.
Oh my, two
Oh,
going.
man.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There's that new War 40K.
Yeah.
Yep.